Well, I'm here. I hope everyone else is here. Facebook is here. Why is YouTube not here? Oh, wait, there it is. YouTube's here now. Hey, everybody, what's going on? I don't know why it was being slow starting up there, but good to have you here. What's going on, everybody? It's me, Craig X, and look, he crawled out from under the influence. Doesn't quite.
No,
work.
I'm still under the influence. I crawled out from under the table where I was napping from yesterday's show.
We got him out at least ahead of schedule this time for the show. I hate to have to start and actually literally drag him up along the way. What is good, everybody? We got Al the Alchemist here, Clashing Session 666, all the way down from the Temple of Calyx to join me, Craig X, and we're going to do some shows on the TVs. Can you guys see me on the TVs?
Some shows on the TVs.
Right, so
nice.
Please let me know, Pot TV, YouTube, if everything looks good and sounds good. I can't quite tell. I'm trying to. Mics, I think, sound okay in the test. Playback is working. Stream is looking okay. My internet here is a little slow on the playback device, so you guys just give me a thumbs up. Yeah, the intro was started. The YouTube stream, again, didn't start right away. Alright, so, what letters won the Fireball? Check my Instagram page. All the list is all there. Yeah, you can check my Instagram.
I know it was Clint from Canna Clinic.
He got one of them.
Remo.
All right, I'll do it.
And Terpfire.
Well, I'll get those answers.
Congratulations to everybody.
Yes, congratulations. Those were a few of them, but yes, there's 15 of them. So I'll get the.
That was the weed.
Right. I will get the update on that after. But yes, you can check the website. In the meantime, let me see. My playback is really going slow. That course, because now I'm on the show. Everything's trying to stream. There's too much, and the Wi-Fi's crashing over there. So I have to trust you guys that everything's working, guys. Last week. I'm back because I wasn't here last week. Good to be back at Pot TV. Last week I was at Weed Naps. I was down at Weed Naps.
Did you take any weed naps?
I did.
You took a weed nap at Weed Naps?
I did. It was good.
Nice.
They got
Hardcore OG in the house?
They got, oh, fuck me. I'm going to tell you the story about that later as the
Hardcore
show goes.
Hardcore OG's always in the house.
They know what it does. Gil was in the house. Jeremy was in the house. Madeline was in the house. Thanks to Nameless Genetics and Wonder Brett as well, too. And yes, West Coast Cure. It was dope. Check the replay after this. With me, the chemist today is going to be kicking it here. He brought some ridiculously, obnoxiously stupid fucking egotistical fucking extracts and shit, man. It's just...
Egotistical extracts. Mm-hmm. That should just be the name of a new company.
It is. I just said it's
egotistical extracts. That's it. Ego extracts. That's it.
It's already trending on Twitter. He's gonna come kick it with us.
It comes served. It doesn't come on parchment. It's on gold leaf.
Right, as it should be. Little slabs of diamond. We got this week Cannabake Box. We're gonna check with Layne from Cannabake Box, as well as after a week break because it's hard to do on location. Tim's back. Another one of Tim's tales. And
nice.
Temple of Calyx weed with Sparky over here. We're kicking off
Sparky McSparks.
Sparky McSparkersons. He's lighting up a Temple joint, and I'm going to be lighting Temple joints all week long.
I'm not really sharing because I'm getting over another cold.
Yeah. I said week long, but I fucked that up. It's month long. It's Temple month here. For the month of February, going to be smoking Temple flowers.
Temple month, really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. I know this guy at the Temple. And I said to him, I said, look.
You could hook me up. I heard they had some ice wreck or something.
I did, and I heard it was really good. And as a matter of fact, I got some with
him. People have been trying to get it.
I also got some Bruce Banner number 3. I got some crazy rosin from there. There's a bunch of different, all kinds of just obnoxiously cool shit. So we're going to go ahead and check out a bunch of that shit. That's going to be a fun show. What else do I got going on? People in the chat room. What's going on, everybody? All I can get right now is just the YouTube chat. I can't get the Facebook chat rocking right now. Oh, YouTube stream is back. Hey, it's starting to clean up a little bit. Okay, starting to get there. Internet's calming down here at Pot TV. You know, it's big scary things. There we are. Hey, look, Al, it's you.
Where?
On multiple screens, you're everywhere. There's 4 Al the Alchemists in here right now.
All in different phases of life.
Oh my God, they're all slightly...
Some from the past and some from the present.
Right?
And one to my right from the future.
This is crazy. Yeah, and then if you include the reflection, there's 5 Al the Alchemists. Oh, well, that's way too much Al for everybody. Let's face it, nobody can handle that.
I can't handle that. I'm out. I'm out. I'm going to get spaghetti.
I like spaghetti. Yeah, so no, we're going to get high and have a lot of fun because, shit, that's just what happens when Al is here. It's just ridiculous. So thanks for coming to join me, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. And thanks for hooking me up with those guys at the Temple. I actually found them on Cannabake.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that place.
There's a rumor going around that is true that if you know, then you can get some products from there.
I've heard some rumors about that place.
They could be, and I will say that there is some truth potentially to those rumors. Or there's a rumor. There was a study on the rumor.
There's a rumor that there's a lot of legitimacy
to
those rumors.
To the Canada market?
It is alleged. It is alleged.
It's true.
Yeah.
Is it? Chop it. Chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it.
It's the Kung Fu show.
Well, I refreshed it. It looks good over here. Yeah, man, it is really going slow today. I do not know what is happening here. The Pot TV studios. We killed it last week at Weedmaps, man. Did they have internet? It was.
Oh yeah, they got their shit together for sure, man.
Man, they got a whole like complex and shit. And
yeah, they got a whole.
Their studio was the size of our lounge, bro.
Yeah, they got some real stuff going on there for sure.
Green screens and shit. I was like, oh my god.
That's like walking into a.
All the simulated music and smoke.
I just see their mobile that they set up at trade shows and stuff, and it's fucking impressive.
Yeah, well. Yeah. Stay tuned for more with Craig X and Weedmaps TV.
Nice.
Well, you never know what can happen. But for this show, we've got in the chat room, Be Damned, Tice Anderson, Isabel S., Chillin' Like a Villain, a whole who's got to go. Okay, we'll see you later. Al Robinson, Tish Mac. Tish Mac, you're here. Tish, where are you from? Video looks good. Thanks, Izzy. Silver Lake, sorry I missed you. Christopher Reese, Matty P, everybody doing. Jay Chronic. Is that Jay Chronic 2017 or whatever? Are you the one who made the papers the other day, son? I was going to call you out later in the news segment, but good. Right. So moving forward, call out everybody doing that. Yes, I got some weed here. Al's got some weed there. Aloysius Jones over here is fighting a little bit of the sniffles.
Yes, I am.
And I don't want any, although I'm sure there's a lot of weed wisdom, you could probably fucking, like, you know, the amount of resin that we figured we could get out of Johnny's hair when we shaved his head. I'm pretty sure your mucus contains 32% THC, but I don't think you want to dab it.
No. What you do is you mix that with a little bit of maltodextrin and turn it into a powder, and then you make a drink with it.
There you go. That's how you get the.
You don't dab the mucus.
No. You can do the same thing with avocado seeds.
Yeah. Make sure you use the tapioca maltodextrin.
Right, of course, because why wouldn't you? Anyway, so we're going to move forward with some semblance of product and progress on this show. Oh, it's going to get sloppy. I can't wait. Good to be back on Pot TV.
This show could, in theory, derail.
Right, in a hurry. It often does. Let's get started with the weed.
What?
Bruce Banner number 3 I'm going to smoke today.
That's what I'm smoking.
This week we're smoking some Ice Rack and Bruce Banner number 3 flowers from our good friends at the Temple of Calyx, as well as some rosin. I saw some exclusive formulations and some distillates.
Yeah, I've been working hard at making some new formulations. One using hashish, full melt hash.
That's
and,
scary.
Another using just a bunch of different cannabinoids in different states.
I smoke joints, bro. You scare me with your funkiness. So he showed me this obnoxiously ridiculous fucking. What are you supposed to do with this, man?
That's the Clarity. That's 4 times distilled product.
Man, sorry, man. I just gotta go right to the bud camera already.
Like, no, you could actually keep the bud there and look at the bud
through that shit, right? Come on, man. Like this is just on. I'm gonna get to this later, but are you kidding me? What am I supposed to do with that?
Hang on.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Just leave that right there. We're gonna try something. We're gonna try something right here. We'll put that bud right here. There we go.
Come on, man. Come on, man. That ain't right.
That's
That ain't right.
that's like 1.5 grams that we're looking through right now.
Buddha.
Wait, where am I going here? There. Fuck, don't get me to drive your car, man. Don't get me to drive
Backwards
your car.
and upside down.
Especially in England. I fucking crash that shit.
Okay, yeah, so you can see how this show's gonna go.
Hey, well, let's find that nice spot.
Yeah, right.
There we go. I think that was it.
I think that's pretty close to it. Oh, Lord.
It's like muscle memory. It's bud memory.
All right. Yikes. Okay, we'll talk about that later, but that's from there, and you figure that much. So, okay, all right. Bruce Banner number 3, we're going to go with first. Make sure that you check out Temple of Calyx on the newly reinstated, refreshed, new, but still the same
at Temple of Calyx
on Instagram. Or Cannabake, and of course, if you're over the age of 19 and choose to do so, of course. Actually, yes, like I said, Temple all month going to be here. I'm going to have other guests, and we're going to smoke some other products at times and shit, but we're going to feature Temple flowers throughout the month, and, well, you never know what else could come along in this fucking shenanigans, because the shenanigans.
It's just the way it goes.
Right? Sometimes big fucking bags of weed just fall on the table, and you're like, hey, woo, hey, look, it's a big bag of weed. And then I have somebody to cuddle through the show. What's nice is because I miss my puppy when I'm at home during the show.
Oh, yeah?
Right? And this I just got someone to just give a little nice little puppy scratches too. Puppy scratches. This is my friend Ice Rock. We're gonna hang out later. Watch the ratings just jump up a bunch. This will be funny now. Just bing, bing, bing. All of a sudden, way more viewers. We appreciate all the viewers who are watching and keep watching. And I think that it is. Hope you guys keep letting me know if everything stays the way it's supposed to. My playback is ruined. Yeah.
Again, don't get me to drive your car.
Yeah, right. Upside down and backwards. Well, this one's right side up at least. Weed pillow. That's actually what I sleep on. Some people have a Tempur-Pedic. I have a Tempur-Weedic.
Well, you know what's really funny in Austria?
That. Oh man, I thought that would get better response than that. Tempur-Weedic.
Well, this is Austria. That's something. You can actually buy cannabis-filled aromatherapy pillows.
You wait till we talk.
And that's literally a thing that it's legit.
You wait till we talk the news later on. Need your opinion on something there.
Austria is crazy.
Right. So back to the notes. I'm also working with a different, instead of the iPad's getting too slow. So I switched to my travel monitor laptop because I need 2 computers, one to play the show when I'm traveling, and I need the playback.
The iPad's too slow, eh?
It's an old one. It's like an iPad 2 or something like that. It's like ancient.
It's like my Gen 3 phone.
Right? You what?
Maybe it's a Gen 4. I don't know. I think
How
it's a
did you
Gen
even
3.
get to? Last thing I saw, you were wanting a fork off.
Well, it's not a phone. It's like that's just my iPod.
Pod.
That's my Wi-Fi. That's my Wi-Fi pod. Where's my phone?
Oh, okay. Because I've never seen you. I didn't know you could fucking make phone calls with that, man.
I can't.
That's hilarious. Okay.
I think I can do FaceTime with it though.
Nice. Well, that's big, man. Welcome to the 20th century.
There we go. That's the phone.
That's the famous phone.
That's the OG phone.
That's the OG phone right there. Held together with fucking spit and lollipops.
Yeah.
So we're going to smoke some Bruce Banner number 3 here, which is going to... No, fuck it. No, wait, I did the wrong order. We are going to smoke said ice wreck first.
Oh, really?
Yes, we are. We're going to
right.
smoke this.
Well, hang on. Let's get a little ice rack butt on.
Yeah, for sure. Next, put the Bruce back. We'll go back on the ice rack. So Budcam brought to you today by Temple of Calyx. Make sure you check them out at Temple of Calyx on Instagram. And, of course, Cannadamarket.com. Cannada.
Oh,
bloop, bloop. There you go. Closer. Oh! Oh, just a little bit more. Oh, a little bit. No, yeah, no. Blip, 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 blip. Do you want to zoom in closer? Do you want to be further?
I don't know.
I don't know yet.
I'll let you deal with that.
Let me try something here for a minute. Oh, that looks kind of delicious over here. What is... I think that's a nice little cluster.
Nice little place to settle right there.
Nice little heady goodness.
See, if I was a trichome gnome, that's a good. That would, I would set up camp there for a little bit.
See, what's nice, I found that you put a little barbecue in there. There's a nice little open spot down in a little kind of brownish, purpley sort of spot down there where you could like pull the tent in. You can see the access spot, right? It's good. I like it.
You should get like a nice little, have like a toolbar where you can be like, boom, there's like, implant the gnome right in there, implant the little tent.
I could if I had them staged, but you know what I can implant? That this product is brought to you by Temple of Calyx. We checked
You
out
just
that
blew my
ago.
mind.
Looks good. Well, we're going to see how this ice rack blows my mind. Check it out. Go smoke this nug. Blam! Okay, they say Crop King Seeds took ice and blended it with Trainwreck, creating their favorite knockout strain, Ice Wreck.
It's possible. We're still not sure if it's the seeds from Crop King or if it's the clone only that circulated like circa 2005, 2006.
Well, this is only what they say.
Well, I know. Crop King definitely has an ice rack.
Yes, they do, and that's the first thing that comes up, complete with full.
That's the old, like literally.
That's the only thing
it's
that goes
like
up. The only thing that goes up. A complete full effect blend of indica and sativa traits that's perfect for daytime or nighttime use. Moderately easy to grow with solid fuzzy buds coated in spindly hairs packed with THC. Yeah, about right. About
packed
right.
with that THC.
About right. Right there, right there.
I find it to be pretty fucking good.
I don't think that.
See,
I don't
this
think
one.
that you're wrong on that. I think that smells pretty fucking cushy to me.
Yeah, this one wasn't an in-house production, as we like to call it. This comes from our outer circle.
Well, if I'm going to say that, I kind of think I knew that right away when I looked at it.
Every now and then, like the master growers that we're working with have, they have other projects that they consult on or whatever.
Fair enough.
So every now and then we get shown things, and usually it's like, oh, that's nice, right on, yeah, good work. But this one was like, we like that one.
Yeah, man, it's a really nice product, man.
Yeah.
Definitely not the strongest nose, but again, ice is not the fucking nosiest of
to me,
things
it reminds me of breakfast cereal, like Alphabets.
Not quite as oaty, but I definitely get the crispiness out of it for sure. Yeah, it's frosty. You look at it and you think it's gonna be, oh my god, but it doesn't have that potent sort of nose to it. But
No, it's not loud by any means.
Yeah.
It's definitely ice dominant.
But it is, yeah, it's frosty
it's
as
a
fuck,
robot.
man. I got it sticky in my fingers. It's on my fingers. I wonder sometimes why, like when I'm trying to like see this thing called the iPhone where you got the little slide where you can slide to do the traits and shit like that, right? It doesn't do that sometimes. You know why? Covered in weed. Okay, now that we've sort of talked about that, I got to get on with the show. My guest will be here when I click this and do the intro of Ring a Ding Dong Dandy. If I were Ed Whalen. Hopefully we get him to appear on the screen in just a minute. So far I can't see you, but you can hopefully see us.
Hold on. Okay, how about that?
I can see you, but can you turn down...
Better?
Yes, can you turn down the volume of whatever else you're doing there?
Okay.
You got
Hey
something,
guys.
you got something that's humming there, pretty heavy.
Yeah, hold on.
While he works on that, I'm going to say Cannabake Box is our guest today here. Layne from Cannabake Box. It's not your typical subscription box. It's a quintessential accessory for the connoisseur of fine flowers. It makes a phenomenal gift for anyone who likes good wake and bake or afternoon evening sesh. Packed full of top quality supplies and accessories that will complement your experience. Each month you can receive a supply of individually selected items that seem as if they were personally chosen for you. They're not for your average box, they're the box that rocks. Cannabake Box. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show from Cannabake Box. Please welcome to the show, Layne.
Thanks, guys. Love it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And please say hello to Al the Alchemist here.
How's it going, Layne? Good to
How
meet
are
you.
He's the Wednesday show host here. He sits here yesterday. He was here still from last night.
Yeah, usually just after the show, I go under the desk and crash out and
does some dabs.
Get up for this one.
Yeah, and then so I saw he was still down there, and I was able to kick him and wake him up enough and I said, I got dabs. And then he sort of rolled out, and so he's going to be joining us today, man.
As I go, I got custom formulations.
And I was like, I'll be right there. Okay, so hopefully everybody can see and hear. Are you guys doing okay? I think we're good now. Yes, guys, we're good? You guys tell me in the chat room. Okay, works now? Okay, hi everybody. Okay, sorry about that. We're having a little bit of slow issues on the playback and communications, and I think we're good. So please, my friend, tell us, what is a Cannabake Box?
Well, a Cannabake Box is a monthly delivered box of surprise. I mean, every single month you get something that's cool, you get something that's unique, you get something that's maybe nostalgic, maybe some old school stuff. It depends on the month. Every single month it's different. Every single month we've got a piece of glass as well as other items that you may or may not have ever even heard of or ever seen. There's some great unique items out there that that we've discovered and we've been able to find, and that all of our subscribers so far just love them.
That's super cool. I hope that connection thing doesn't become a problem for much longer. There we go. So when did the company come about?
Well, there were a few of us that were looking for a way to get, some of the items that are unique, that, we don't have to go down to a shop and look through, the glass case and maybe get past the porn area and all that kind of stuff. It's a way to get a monthly supply of new products every single month, delivered to your door discreetly. And we tried some others, and what we were getting, we're getting some incense in our box. We're getting some really cheap products, and honestly, I don't want any of my rolling supplies to smell like incense. So, we decided that, we could come up with a better box, and we could come up with some cool ideas and get some cool relationships going with some really unique providers, and, and Cannabake Box was born.
Well, that's really cool, man. And how many different kinds of subscription boxes are there?
We have 3 currently.
You know what? I have your website open right here. I can go ahead and pull that up right now. You've got the standard box, the $7-10, and the craft box that is taking the place of your face instead here. Can you tell us the differences generally between them?
Well, sure. The standard box is going to give everybody 7 to 12 basic items, unique items every month, plus a few stickers and some other things. The 7-10 box are going to be is going to be really geared to those dabbers and other types of intake and connoisseurs of the dabs. And then the craft box is going to be a unique blend of kind of the two, as well as some unique pieces of glass, some unique pieces of, we've got a unique dugout that's going out in the craft box this month that is new to the market. It's called the Woody Box, and it's really cool. We're really excited to be a part of that. And all of our craft box subscribers get that in their box this month. So, we're the only one I know of that's getting that out this month.
That's cool, man. So people can people just get one on their own if they want, or they have to subscribe? Can they buy individuals if they just want to get their own standalone box as well too?
Yeah, sure. They can order one box. Any of the 3 types. They can also subscribe to a 3-month subscription or a 6-month subscription. We also offer an essential pack that if you don't really want the box, but you just want to get a starter pack of some items that you may need when you're maybe if you need some new supplies and you don't have them, this will give you some of our favorites from some of our boxes prior. and that's a one-time order as well.
Well, that's cool. And obviously, we're here in Canada, and I know you're down in the States. I mean, I managed to finagle my way one because, I know people. But can you deliver in Canada as well, too?
We do. We deliver to all over the United States and all over Canada currently.
Okay, planning to expand internationally at all at any point?
We are, but the North America is enough for us today. But we are going to be adding Europe and Spain during this year.
That's super cool, man. So I was thinking, I was going to ask what kind of items are in a Cannabake box, but I figured I'd just go ahead and open this one finally. Because I've had it around for fucking about 2 weeks now, 3 weeks, waiting to open this son of a bitch. So, and there we go. We got a Cannabake box, and it's full of sticker and packing paper. Hey, I like packing paper. Oh, cool.
Everybody needs some more of that. Come on.
Right? So, okay, in this particular case, it looks like we've got a grinder and some bubble wrap that I can see has a pipe in there, storage container. Oh, cool. A little doob tube. What else we got in here? There's a few different kinds of rollies, blunts. As you said, some stickers, some screens. I've seen one of these. These little pocket organization to little stash joint holders. Little joint holders. These are pretty cool. You can put a few of those in there. Even a little edible, like a little fruit roll-up, except, I'm sure that's probably cool. And actual pipe cleaners for your pipe. Haven't seen those in forever. Somebody said, oh, that's what pipe cleaners are for. so I was like, yeah.
I actually could have used those earlier when I was cleaning out the drop down.
Oh, and a grinder card as well too. The shred cards, man, I like those. That's a solid weight one too. I like that.
Yeah, it looks like a heavy gauge.
So this is just the random general. I don't know where this fits in the kits, but I like the grinder. I think the green goddess 4-piece. Yeah, 4-piece aluminum. Okay, that's cool. Well, I mean, to go to the store and buy one of these on their own, at least here in Canada, I don't know what they cost anywhere down in the States, of course, and with exchange rates or whatever, but to go buy an aluminum grinder of this at any one of the head shops in town is anywhere from $40 to $50. You spend about $60 or so on a titanium. Maybe you can get them for $35 or something. I mean, that's the whole cost of the box pretty much on its own.
Yeah, right.
Wow, that's really cool, man. All right, well, now that I've taken a look at it and we've seen what's in it, what other kind of companies do you work with?
We work with Pottles, which makes some of the great, containers. We work with a lot of private glass blowers that are providing all the glass pipes and, the other glass chillums and the other things that we have in the box now and are adding. Every month we've actually got one of the ones that's going in this next month. This one is going in, and this is a guy out of Colorado, Scott C., and he's blowing some glass for us. We've got. That's nice. And since it's Jazz Month, we've got the saxophone pipe. So everybody gets that, no matter which box it is, they all get the saxophone pipe for Jazz Month. So, we try to come up with some cool things that, everybody doesn't have every month. And every month is different. Yes, and of course, January was Sherlock month, and we had the Sherlock pipe.
Which I've got here right now.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. I like that, man. That's a nice little piece. So these are, you said you're working with somebody who's blowing the other ones. That's really cool, man. Is it the same person? Or yeah, check it out.
We're actually dealing with about 8 or 9 different vendors right now, so we can make it unique and we can make it different all the time.
And so that's easily downstairs at the Cannabis Culture headquarters store where you can down there at 307 West Hastings, you can get glass pipes. That's at least a $20 or $30 pipe on its own.
30 for
Yeah.
sure.
$30 pipe on its own. That's Canadian, of course.
Yeah.
So between there too,
That's like $100 worth of gear at least.
you know, then yeah, you've got a couple rollies, the
If
dupe
you're gonna go
tubes.
retail.
Yeah, you're
like
up there.
this. There's another.
This is another $10 to $15 item for here as well too. So for those who aren't familiar with these, it's like a little cedar kit, I think. Yeah, and you open it like this, just right, and then you can put your joints in there. Now, if you roll smaller joints, not like the joints I roll, because I roll big joints, but it's like a little spring-loaded kind of, and you can carry 3 joints just in this little container, and they fit in there nice, and it helps to knock with the smell, and they're really cool. It's what they call it, a pocket organizer. It's a joint container, and this as well too. This is another $10 item or something. So
At least.
right. So I mean, you're getting your value's worth. Oh, and I didn't even realize it. There's also like a little rolling tray as well too that you can use to have the little slide off as well there too. Bunch of stuff in there. Okay, so dope. Thank you very much. We were sort of talking. What about theme boxes? Like you've got the saxophone pipe one. Do you do like a Christmas one or a Halloween box or any of that sort of stuff?
Yeah, well, we do theme boxes. They may not be Halloween. They may be a weed theme. You know, it may be a Festivus celebration around the holidays, and some other things that may not be your ordinary box or your ordinary day or term. But yes, we try to come up with 12 unique themes every year, and we're having a lot of fun doing it.
Well, and I gotta say, I mean, respectfully, and I don't mean this towards you, because really, there's plenty of items in here that pay for the cost of it if you go to the store and you're still ahead. Really, there's, like Al said, there's $100 worth of stuff in here. At least Canadian, which is what right now, about $75 right now, US, something like that. So
yeah.
I mean, you're ahead of the game right there. Plus, it's delivered. But some of these boxes really suck. And they come with, like you say, they come with stickers, and they come with incense, and they come with like some shitty
You put a pack
candy.
of incense in there, and everything's ruined, right? So,
Right.
yeah, I totally see where you're coming from. There's a need for somebody to step up and take that spot for sure.
Right? Yeah.
And every single month, the box that we send out are things that I want to get. They're things that they're really things that we think are cool, that we didn't know a lot of them were out there and we found them, or maybe they're old things that are coming back again, like the pop pockets and and then Green Goddess makes the great grinders, and we try to come up with something unique and things that are not the pieces of junk that you're going to throw out the next week. We want them to last, but we want it to be cool and unique every single month, and things that that I couldn't get for the same price. If I wasn't ordering the box, I want to be able to get a value from it. I want to be able to feel like I'm getting something more than just a subscription price.
Right, I feel you, and that's a good look, man. What about duplicate items? I mean, I only need the same pack of rollies so many fucking times. No, I mean, I go through a lot of rollies, but
you won't see the same thing twice. There are so many different types, different brands, different configurations that we haven't run out of original ones each month. So every single month there's a different type in there.
That's dope. Maybe at some point. Oh, I want to know first. What's your most popular box? What do people?
Really the standard box is what sells the most. Because you get a really nice selection of everything. The connoisseur, the ones that are more a little bit more seasoned, want a little bit higher end pieces. Replacing something, then they may want to go with the 710 or maybe the craft box. But any three, you're really getting, great value every month. And we don't count stickers as part of your items. So when you're getting stickers in the box, they're not counted as one of the 7 to 12 items in your box.
Because some people actually do count those as actual items in the box. And you get 4 things and 5 stickers, and there's your 9 items. You're like, what the fuck is this? So
Right.
Right? That doesn't
Exactly.
make sense. Well, that's cool. So, do you think maybe at some point we do an expert selections edition maybe one day? I'll pick a box. Well, can I make a box one day?
Absolutely. We would love to get you to help us select the
expert
items
joints
and send
choice?
out an expert joints box. Absolutely.
Yeah,
We'd love
we'll,
it.
we'll do an expert selections. Maybe I can get a couple of my friends to help me weigh. We'll make it a nice selection of weed rolling stuff. Maybe we get some dab stuff in there. We
Kick
get
in some Temple of Calyx stickers.
kick in some Temple stickers, some shit like that. We'll see if we can put together an edition for you because you're going to be having these. They're available in Canada, so that's dope.
Yeah.
So my next question then obviously comes down to: do any of them come with baked goods because you're Cannabake Box?
Right. Yeah, no, they don't currently come with baked goods. However, about 9 to 10 times a year, we do send recipes out. So you do get a different recipe normally that's included in the box, and everything from butter to Rice Krispie treats to granola, cookies, brownies. There's some really great things that we've come up with, and we try to make it unique and try to give everybody selections and make it fun.
And I got the recipe in there: 10-step Cannabake Box canna butter and 10 random facts you should know. Okay, here's some random facts you should know, guys. Courtesy of Cannabake Box right now. Right now. Random canna facts you should know. Brought to you by Cannabake Box. I smell a segment. At least I don't smell incense. A British man in 2008 received 4 years in jail in Dubai for having a cigarette stub containing .003 grams of cannabis stuck on the bottom of his shoe. After the death of Tupac Shakur, it was said his cremated ashes were mixed with cannabis and smoked by the hip-hop group Outlaws. North Korea grows cannabis freely everywhere and recommends it compared to tobacco. Starbucks are outnumbered 3-1 by medical marijuana dispensaries in Colorado. You have to consume at least 1,500 pounds of cannabis in 15 minutes in order to receive a lethal dose. So Al probably ground this whole thing. This was probably fucking most of a pound that became this, but I still don't think you could get all through that in 1,500.
This one.
Yeah. Okay, so this was a pound, but I don't think you could get through that in 15 minutes. I don't care who you are, let alone 1,500 of these. So you're good.
Yeah.
A drug deal for cannabis in the 1970s between students at Stanford University and MIT was the first e-commerce transaction to ever happen on the internet.
That's right.
And here we are now doing it live
Wow.
on Pot TV. In the United States, the largest cash crop is pot, totaling more than wheat and corn combined. Smoking cannabis seeds won't get you high, but it will give you a headache. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
We call him Weed Alpedia. He's the smartest
I
fucking weed.
would agree with that.
Cannabis grew freely all over
If
Brooklyn.
it doesn't burn your shirt first.
There you go. Cannabis grew freely all over Brooklyn, New York until 1951 when it was finally eradicated by the Brooklyn Sanitation Department. And in 1876, cannabis was gifted to the United States by the Sultan of Turkey. What do you know about that?
Wow.
What do you know about that? Well, thanks for the news. Thanks for the updates. Thanks for all that. I was going to say, there's a few other questions that I got to ask. I feel I should start taking a dab. Al, do you want to serve me up something for a minute here? I'm halfway through a joint, which is a perfect time to take a dab, brought to us today by the lovely folks at the Temple of Calyx. Excuse me while we're taking a little half a dab break here during the interview. Feel free to do as well yourself there, Layne.
Right.
But while I'm doing that and he starts getting that ready, what I'm going to do is ask you the favorite 4 questions, the same ones we ask everybody, because we all got to know
The new one.
all the work and time and effort that you put in these weed company, and you're smoking flowers like we do. It all starts from somewhere. So how and when did you get into weed?
Well, first time I tried weed, when I was 19 and I was in college, and I had a friend of mine in my dorm had us come out to his truck, and we smoked a joint. Some probably horrible stuff compared to what's out there right now, and I loved it. And that's only been 3 or 4 years ago, so.
Well, you got to start.
A lover of flower and other.
We're going straight on.
You gotta start somewhere, man. 19 is a good place to do it. You're getting a little bit choppy here. I don't know.
Exactly.
Can you still hear me? You're all right.
Do you want that?
Everybody. I do want this. Excuse me.
You don't want that one.
I'm going to take a dab for a second here. Yes, that's right. I don't want that one.
No.
One sec.
Yeah, man.
Snap. That'll get you going in the morning. Wow. I actually cleared my sinuses too.
Yeah, this one's magic.
That one will, wow.
The
My
Oracle.
Lord.
Yeah.
You still with
comes.
us, Layne?
Here it comes. Here it comes.
All right. So, can I ask you? The next question. Your preferred method. Do you like smoking joints? Do you like dabs? Do you like bong toes? Do you like edibles?
I'm here.
What's your preferred method of consumption? If you're still with us.
And
Oh.
I still like power, and I like the dugout, old-fashioned dugout. I'm old school.
Nice. Well, we're starting to lose you in a hurry here, sir. I don't know how much more the system can take here, but let's keep trying. Question 3: are you like a once in a while and every day, all day? How often do you consume? Yes. No. I think we're.
Little freeze.
I'm a yes. So yes to all of those.
Yeah. All right. All right. And then when you look back at I hope we get this one comes through okay. When you look back at the best bag that you've ever had, or the most memorable strain that you can look back, think fondly of, going, God, I wish I had more of that. We call it the one that got away. What's yours?
Well, I've got 2. Khalifa Kush, which is one of my all-time favorites, and Blackberry Kush here recently has been just outstanding.
I've had a very good blackberry before, not that long ago on the show. It was quite nice. I love it,
good
man.
Blackberry out there for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you sharing.
Yeah.
I was thinking, while we've got you here, before we lose you, could we like share with the viewers, say like a little promo code or something for the viewers of the show?
We can do that.
Nice. All right.
Okay. All right.
Well, how about like we do like say promo code like I don't know like expert joints or something, and everybody who's watching the show who wants to order one of these can get 25% off. What do you think?
Oh, you're killing me, but yeah, okay. All right, yeah. We would love to do it.
Nice. There you go. So if you want a Cannabake Box yourself, just like I got, you go ahead and go to Cannabakebox.com and get yourself one of these. Put in the promo code expert joints, and we'll go ahead and hook you up with 25% off. So it becomes an even better value. You get a big old box like that. So what do you know, folks? That actually makes this a crazy good value. That is awesome. That's a solid move, dude. Appreciate that. And we would love to be able to do some cross-collaborative shit with you. So.
Absolutely.
And then I was also thinking maybe we could give one away in the chat.
Sure.
I was thinking like and I got a trivia question too. So on the Cannabakebox.com website, there is a whole bunch of information you can find, products and stories and how it works and to sign up. There's even a blog feature on there. There is an article on there that's written about expert joints in the Cannabake Box blog. For the first person, preferably in the United States, because it would be cool if it was in the US because we could send it that way. But anyone, the first one who gets it in, who can tell me who wrote the article about expert joints on the Cannabake Box blog, gets themselves their very own Cannabake Box. So quick, run to Cannabakebox.com, go check that out there, go find the blog, go find the article, search it up, find the expert joints one, and tell me who wrote it, and you can have it. So Facebook, you can have this too. YouTube, you can have this too. It's open to everybody. Everybody can use the promo code Expert Joints for 25% off, and the first person to tell me who wrote that article, will get themselves a box. Go check it now. Rush, hurry. And while I do that, anything we missed, man? Any plugs, any shout-outs, anything you need?
We're excited about Jazz Month, the Jazz Box this month. So anybody that orders in the next 2.5 weeks will get the Jazz pipe, the cool saxophone pipe, which is very smooth, and a unique piece of glass. So we'd love to send everybody that. And then next month you're gonna have to wait and see. It may be an Expert Joints box.
Hey, could be hand selected. I like that Tokemophone.
Tokemophone, yeah.
Tokemophone. Bree S. Briess in the YouTube chat was the very, very first person who I saw get it in the chat room. Bree, are you over the age of 19? I hope so. I think you're the one who first got it. I think that was you. And where are you located? And hopefully you're not in like South Africa and are 14, because that could maybe like exclude you from winning at the moment. But other than that, we might have a wiener. Squad, I've been waiting to say it. What's up, Thompson Caribou? I've seen you in there. Everybody in the show, check it out. Yes, stay tuned for news on Thompson Caribou. Squad Box. The Squad Box. Oh, absolutely. Thompson Caribou wants in. We need a box. The Expert Selections box should be a box of products featuring all my friends that have been on the show and a bunch of good brands that we know and a little bit of my own stuff and doing what it do. So Bree S is in Ontario, Canada, and she's over the age of 19. So is that good with you, my friend?
Absolutely. Love it.
Then congratulations, Bree. You are the winner of your very own Cannabake Box. And everyone else, you get 25% off using the promo code EXPERTJOINTS at Cannabake Box right now. Cannabakebox.com. Also check them out at Cannabake Box, oddly enough, on the social media. Plugs, good, we're done. We got it covered. Bree, make sure you please go ahead and direct message me. I think we'll get that out to you right away. We'll get them the info and we'll make sure you get it. So thanks very much for being here, man, and thanks for the goodies. We're going to check out more of this through the show as we go. You're great.
Enjoy.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks. Love the show, guys.
Thank you very much, man.
Good meeting
Appreciate
you.
it.
All right. See ya.
Cheers, man. All right. Let me go back to this one here. This one.
What?
So there you go. Yeah, so Bree, you win. You were the first one in there. I definitely think that's a good idea to TCC. I bet you we could get Boot in on it. We get lots of people in. Well, got to be careful with products. It's going to be more promo stuff. And we'll chat this about there. And Tish, I asked earlier, but then I forgot. Where are you from, bro? Because I've been meaning to ask you that. You probably answered it, but I forgot. We were going to do... Okay, so Buzz, I was going to do pizza this week. You can't lie. I can't lie.
Shit got heavy, man.
Yeah, yesterday was a bit of a weird day. So I didn't really quite get a chance to coordinate that. But it's coming. Freddie Pritchard, free the weed.
Free the weed.
Free the weed. I have some free weed.
Free bird. I mean, free the weed.
Right? Don't free your bird. Well, I mean, if you're at home, do what you want to do. Tish is in North Korea. I got some free weed, Freddie, if you want to come smoke a joint with us. You're more than welcome to. We just chilling. Anyway, yes, so, and thanks to James Priest for writing that article. Cannalancer710 on Twitter and at Cannalance across social media. Make sure you check out Freddie's show Sunday, 4 o'clock on YouTube, the One Man Smoke Show. Make sure you check him out Sundays.
I wonder if we can get my new grinder in there. No, my new grinder. If we can get that in their next box.
This is the high tech one, man.
Yeah.
Like that's the custom fine grind is it's the hardest part to do. The hard part about that is being able to duplicate that consistently. Not for you. But I mean, when the guys at the house are trying to watch the show, and you're trying to, but you're trying to do the show on Wednesday. How are they going to roll joints when your hands are over
and they got to be in a lot of boxes at once.
That's what I'm saying. How do you put your hands in all those boxes at the same time?
Just,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. We'll work on that one. That'll be next week. Okie dokie doke. All right. So let me see. That was cool. Good guy, man. And honestly, yeah, some of these things are pretty whack, but truthfully, the value's in there. So cool, man.
Oh, big time.
Weed. Oh,
Weed.
Well, we smoked some shit. More weed. Let's smoke some more shit. What was I gonna say? I was gonna smoke a joint, but I still got this one that's been blazing forever. I'll get to it in a second. But can I dab something else?
Of course you can.
Can I dab something?
I've got something ready.
Can I dab something?
I got something ready for you.
Yeah, Tish, I want to send you something. Because that's the deal, Tish, exactly. What's up, Izzy? Sorry, I saw Bree S was the first person that had received it and that got it in. If I checked this timestamp, I got it. Plus, you just got some papers. This person has never won before, so, and I'm sure you'll win more. But they,
Oh, this is difficult.
oh my God, I'm gonna be coughing on the microphone all day. I only need part of that. I only need the first half of the quarter of that.
That's what it looks like. It's just different.
It's just, yikes. It just looks like that on TV.
Yeah.
The TV dad. Oh my God. Oh my God. Alchemist. Put it in the bud cam.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Put it in the bud cam. Brought to you by Temple.
So this is
Temple
formulation 333. I've been fucking around with customized cannabinoid profiles. The first one he took was the Oracle, which is made with full melt hashish. Yeah. This is what you're about to hit.
And you guys watch that move. As gravity takes its effect, this bong's gonna make me go crazy.
Okay. I left half it on there. Holy shit, ninja dab.
Asshole.
You don't gotta take it all. It's like Kool-Aid, you don't gotta drink it at once.
Oh my. That shit's good.
Yeah.
Ooh, that shit's good. Because that was a fairly substantial chunk you gave me. And I should really be hacking my face off.
No, this is...
That's crazy smooth, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tish, as I was saying, you keep calling out every time we have the fucking call-outs for contests, and you're like, damn, I never win anything. So I was sitting at home the other day, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I should just give Tish something. But I don't know where you live, so I don't know what I can give you. So that's why I was calling you out. So they did have it right. Anyway, I'll come back to the Bruce Banner number 3. Why don't we move on to one of my favorite parts of this show and one of my favorite parts of doing this whole thing. My next guest is somebody who we all know and love very well. And well, I should have seen him last week, but like I said, it's hard to do. Ladies and gentlemen, let me see if I can get on the phone the one and the only Tim McBride for another episode of Tim's Tales. Let's hope the internet is friendly with us from there. One moment, let me see. There he is. I had to move that around so I didn't have the right echoes and shit like that. What's going on, young Timothy?
Here we are, man. Back again.
One more again, son. Good to have you back, brother. Sorry we missed you last week. It's hard to do these things when you're away.
Not at all.
The weed Hulk Hogan, ladies and gentlemen. Pot Holler Tim, the original Saltwater Cowboy, smuggling legend, author extraordinaire. And that beard is getting serious, bro. Hey, there's a hard copy of the book right there. I got one.
Yeah, I gotta keep up with this shit, man. If I don't keep trimming it, this shit'll be hanging down by my nuts.
and And then that gets all tangled up when you're taking a piss, and it's not what you need, bro. It's not what you need.
Yeah, it's tangled enough as it is.
Yeah, right? You know, ticklish and shit. Yeah, man, sorry we didn't catch up last week, man. I feel like we have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What have you been doing
We
the
could
last...
talk for hours, man. You got a couple hours?
Well, I do, but I can only give you so many minutes of them. But what have you been doing the last couple of weeks, man? I know things are crazy going ahead with the books and...
Yeah, just putting some licensing deals together, building a brand, man. Just putting out some stuff and getting ready to make an explosion.
I also heard there's a rumor, apparently there's an alleged rumor,
Oh, yeah?
that you might be able to soon start getting copies of the Saltwater Cowboy on Cannamarket.com.
Yeah. Let's hear about the rumor, man.
Yeah, let's hear about that rumor, man.
I love rumors.
Right, so we're going to see if we can fucking substantiate any of these sons of bitches.
Can you confirm any
Yeah,
of
let's
these
hook them up.
allegations?
Because I've been telling people all along. The culture, the kind of people that are digging, this kind of shit. They're not your average dude walking around through Barnes and Noble and in Chapters and shit, man. They're walking through smoke shops and dispensaries and shit, And if you're gonna be visible, that's where the fuck you need to be.
Right, my man. These saltwater sessions are really catching people's attention, man. You see the chat room is lighting
fucking
up.
epic.
Right?
They're epic.
Oh, man. If you haven't read the book, man, you guys are missing out. Start reading it, man. Like I say, they really catch attention. You notice I keep saying catch?
Yeah.
You wonder if they'll catch on?
Yeah.
We know the feds...
segue coming on or some shit?
You feel a segue. We know the feds were eventually able to catch you, but it took a while. So we call the tale from this week, Catch Me If You Can. So Tim, if you please, tell us the tale.
Yeah, no problem, man. The curious thing, a couple years back, actually almost going on 5 years now, I was at the gym, and this is just a little backstory on my friend John, who shared the front page of the Naples Daily News with me the day I was arrested. He's the former supervisor for United States Customs here in Southwest Florida, and actually was part of the crew that chased me for a number of years. We had met at the gym that we work out at, and he was standing talking to a friend of mine at the top of the stairs one day, and I was kind of trying not to overhear the conversation, but I'm sitting there and I hear U.S. Customs and come out of his mouth, and then I hear Marco Island and Naples, and then he goes 1980, and I went, oh fuck, I guess I got to chime in. I said, I've got a bit of a history myself with Customs back in those days, and I only wound up keeping, for the lack of a better term, a piece of newspaper as memorabilia. And he says, I was on the front page of one of those newspapers too, and I don't remember which one exactly, and I didn't give it a second thought beyond that. So I'm driving home and I'm thinking, no fucking way, man. So I get home and I open up my newspaper at the house, this yellow crinkled up fucking thing, and there's John's mug staring back at me. I'm going, oh fuck, no way. So we've been over the years now, we developed kind of a cool relationship, and tease each other about cat and mouse days and shit like that, but just a cool guy. He was, I wrote an article when I was published through St. Martin's Press. I had a couple other publishers chime in as well, and Random House was one of them. They also published a website called Biographile, and that's BIOGRAPHILE.com. And if you go there and put in Saltwater Cowboy, I offered them a rather cool little anecdotal story about how John and I first met. They were a bit disgruntled about my not having picked them as a publisher, so they offered me an opportunity just to write the story for them, to publish. So I offered this very cool article if you could check it out. But yeah, he was very instrumental in one of the many agencies under the United States Treasury, of the 250 plus agents from around the country that descended on us that day. But I also, interesting thing too, John and I have been working on a project together. Our history together and the story is one that people have a hard time grasping, why or how we could even be friends, after all that we went through. And this man was part of the crew that tried to put me away for life, for fuck's sake, and now we're like best friends. And working out every day together and shit, and trading these stories. So one thing led to another. wound up meeting. He says, I got a couple of my old guys that buddies that used to work with me, Ron and Ron. So we'll call them Ron 1 and Ron 2. Said, they wouldn't mind meeting you. They got some questions for you. And I said, well, cool, because I think I got some for them too, man. So we arranged to have lunch one day, and not too long ago, about 3 weeks ago. So I'm sitting across the table, and we're back and forth, having a conversation with these guys, and talking about the book and talking about different things. And, they're bringing up different jobs that they were involved in and I'm chiming in going, yeah, I remember that one. Did you know that, and giving them my end of it. So Ron, the Ron 2 that I'm sitting across the table from looks me square in the eye, and he goes, you don't remember me, do you? And I sat back and I said, no, should I? He says, yeah, I boarded your boat one night. And I'm thinking, I've only ever been boarded 3 times ever, and I remember each time vividly. So I'm going, no, dude, you're gonna have to give me more than that, So he starts into this story about, yeah, I got on your boat and threw a tarp back. You had a tarp on the front of the boat, and there were all these containers. And I said, I asked you a question about these containers, and the answer you gave me made me turn my head and laugh into my sleeve. He said, I said, yeah, what was that? And he asked me what I was doing with all these fuel cans. And it happened so quickly, all I had to say to him was, well, I use a lot of fuel. He turned his head and he starts laughing. But the joke really was later on that the engines I was running on the boat that he had boarded were gasoline, and what was in those empty fuel cans was diesel. So this fucking guy, he's like, and I gave him a little bit of backstory about, why I said, I let you stop me, see. He goes, oh, really? And I said, yeah. And then they had this boat, and they used to confiscate vessels from crews, that worked with us all up and down the coast out here. And they would use those same vessels as interdiction boats to try to chase us, because we were building some badass shit that they couldn't build. So they're using our own shit against us, but we're always one step ahead of them in the curve. So the boat I was using, my Chris Craft, has like 30 miles an hour on these fucking guys, right? So I said, I could have just left you there and ditched you, but I was coming off the shore about 2 hours after dark. And what was taking place was typically, a scenario goes where if the boats are coming from Colombia or wherever the Caribbean they're coming from, chances are they've been out there for, a week or better, and sometimes longer if they run into any weather, and they run out of supplies. So it's not untypical or uncommon for us to go out and meet a loaded vessel to get unloaded, bring them bread and water and food and medicine and, just stuff to eat and sustain themselves. And this particular boat that we're going to meet that night has got just under 50,000 pounds on it. And these guys have been out of food and water for like 3 days. So they weren't going to make it. We needed their asses to help us to unload that boat. So instead of wait till the end of the night for the boats to show up, we went out early to get them supplies and refuel them and get them ready so they could be, somewhat healthy enough to help us out. So I stopped at a place called South Seas Plantation here. It's an outer island in Fort Myers. I fueled all these cans up, and what I did was I drove my boat 45 miles north up off of Sarasota near Tampa, went 50 miles offshore, came back south to the loaded boat, transferred the fuel, gave them all their shit and supplies and shit, went another 50 miles south, and then turned and came out of the southwest back to Fort Myers. That's when the guy blue lighted me just after dark, and my buddy Todd, he's on the boat with me going, this is Bam Bam Bigelow's brother. He's going, dude, just hammer down, lose these fucking guys. And I'm like, no, man. I said, look, I might be able to outrun this clown, but, I'm not going to outrun the radios. And the last thing we need is a bunch of guys fucking running around here trying to find us, and we got a boat to unload. So that's when I slowed down. That's when this guy Ron shows up and he gets on the boat. So he doesn't have any clue about why these fuel cans were on the boat. But at that time, it wasn't illegal to have them on there. So I figured, okay, fuck, I'll let him stop me. At least I'll be able to go to work. And I told the guy, I'm sitting there at the table, and, I said, you know what, 2 hours after you stopped me, I unloaded a boat up off of Pine Island with just under 50,000 pounds on it, because you did not. I said, you're fucking right, I did, dude. He says, well, you know what? He said, we backtracked you to the southwest nearly 30 miles. There was no boats out there. And I said, yeah, that's because the fucker was 80 miles north of you. So catch me if you can, motherfucker. You know, and the shit was just
Fuck,
coming
that's
in. I mean,
funny.
these guys were just, I mean, it was almost, they were like Keystone fucking cops, man. You know, some of this shit was just too funny. You know, I mean, you can't make this shit up. I had guys coming at me, you know, I mean, you know, and some of these guys really didn't give a shit, you know, because, you know, it was more of a cat and mouse thing and a war of bloody attrition, man. I mean, you just keep throwing shit at them, you know, and this shit's going to get through. And they may get one or two every now and then, but, you know, they're only getting a piece of it. So, you know, we're unloading boats, you know, night after night. And I'm unloading this, you know, I'm unloading our boat one night in the shore boats. There's like 15 or 20 of them, depending on the load size, 2 guys on each boat. And they're coming out to the, you know, to our bigger boat. And then they're taking all the bales off and they're making trips back through the islands and back to the house and back. And as they pull in, I'm just start throwing, you know, whatever boat pulls up, I start throwing. Well, this fucking boat pulls in. I get like 3 bales on the damn thing, and it starts drifting, turns sideways like that. And I see on the side of the boat it says Marine Patrol.
Oh no!
I said, hit the hill, boys, and everybody jumped off the boats and started hauling ass into the darkness, right? So we're flying, we're hauling ass, and we go about 2 miles down the shoreline to it, behind a little outer island called Rabbit Key, man. Kill the engines, and we sit there, and we're listening, and all we hear is this wow, 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 wow. Boat's getting further and further away, and I'm like, what the fuck? So we waited like 5 minutes and, you know, no lights around the boat. We run back out there to it. Turns out that the fucker took 6 more and put them on his boat and hauled ass. I'm like, you cocksucker. Fuck up. I would have happily given you this shit.
You have to make me jump in the swamp, you fucker.
Yeah, right. You didn't have to rip me off, goddammit.
Man, well, I guess you win some, you lose one some. Oh, man.
Yeah, right. You know, and the win-loss part of it was like, you know, for every one that they got, we estimated 60 got through. So if they wound up seizing from the first and second generations of us between 1981 and 1984, just over 750 tons. That's like 1.5 million pounds. So you got to figure if they seized that from us, imagine what got through.
60 times more than that. So.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So, you know, a lot of cool stuff. And it was coming in all over the place, man. It was like, you know, there was stuff going on even too at times when, you know, everybody was working. And it was that kind of a thing where, you know, there was like, you know, we're talking a town of just under 500 people and half the fuckers involved in it. So, you know, you got jobs going on every night or every other night or so, you know, something like that. And it's like, well, you know, Jimmy and Teddy need some cash this time around. So Ron and John, you set out this one and let those guys work. You know, you catch the next one. So we're just like, everybody's getting a piece of the pie. If you need some cash, you jump in and you work. You know, I mean, that's just how it was. And there was shit coming in from all over. Everybody's docked, you know. But we had one of the coolest spots on the island where our commercial boat was parked. You know, our big Hard Times, our big crab vessel. We had a huge freezer that was right there on site too. So a lot of times we could, take a load out and stick it right in the freezer. And if we weren't able to get it out of town that night or the next day, you didn't have to worry about infrared or it showing up on anything. It's in this giant freezer. But more to the point was, that was the hill. We call it the hill where we keep our traps and stuff to prepare them and get them ready for the following season. They're all up on the hill during the summer months, and that's when most of the hauling is taking place. That's jam on time. So there's so much work going on, and I'm down there working. We're standing around the hill working, and get ready to fire up a dube. All you have to do is walk down by the seawall and look down at the ground and start picking butts up off the ground, start rolling doobies because the fucking shit's everywhere, man. Oh, there was a job last night, Yeah, dude.
You don't say. Well, gangs, man. For more of these stories, awesome. Man, you got to get a copy of Saltwater Cowboy, The Rise and Fall of a Marijuana Empire by Tim McBride, our guest, man, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, better book retailers, as well as on audible.com if audiobooks are your thing. Potholler Tim on Twitter, Original Saltwater Cowboy on Instagram. And Timothy, didn't you last time say you have an audiobook download code or something we were going to give away this time?
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Perfect. Okay,
Absolutely.
so finally we get to give away something from here. That's super cool. Trivia. You can look it up. It is available. But if you've read the book, you'll know. If you look it up, you can find it as well too. It's not impossible to find for y'all. But it's going to take a minute. The first person who can tell me, doesn't matter where, because we can mail this book anywhere, the hard-to-pronounce name of the island made famous in the book Saltwater Cowboy. There is an island in Florida that is referenced throughout many times. It's basically where the base of this book occurs, and
It was described as the hub of marijuana smuggling in North America.
So Facebook.
139 acres of little tiny island by the name of.
Yes. So the first person you say it. So if you've read the book and you, yeah, I guess if you would know that, but then why would you want the audiobook book? Because you've already read the book. Anyway, it's not that hard to look up. First person.
Just look me up online, man. Google, get up Tim McBride, Everglades, and start looking through some shit, man. Everything I've done is in there.
Or go to the Amazon.com page and type in Saltwater Cowboy, and when you see that come up there, in the description it tells you all about it. While you're there, click yes and buy yourself a copy.
Read the intro to the book, absolutely.
Christopher Reese. Christopher Reese.
I should have thought of that, but I'm kind of ripped, man.
Yeah, man. Christopher Reese. Chokolosky. Yes, that is.
Yes.
Nice.
That's our man. Way to go, Chris. Nice job, dude.
There you go, Christopher Reese. You are the winner. Chokolosky, Florida. Tiny little buttfuck nowhere of an island that ran more weed through it than you can even imagine, son.
Nobody ever heard of the fucking place, man.
Until you came along.
Look it up. It'll blow your mind.
The stories.
Yeah, Chris. Very cool, dude. Congratulations, man. Yeah, this it's an Audible version done by a guy named Wes Talbot. Very cool dude. I did 32 books for Audible. I was his 32nd one. Primarily done a lot of Stephen King work, so he's got a really nice voice, rich voice that does my work a lot of justice. So very cool. Appreciate it.
Taking a dab. Hang on.
Yeah, man, I see that. I'm with you.
Man. Now, I would love it if you did the audio on the book, because dude is good, but he doesn't have quite the same tone as if it was you, but nevertheless.
No, yeah. I really would like to do, and that's on my list of things to do. Create a version in my voice with all the proper inflection where it needs to be, man, because, first of all, I can do this, I can tell it with my eyes shut, and I dig telling it, man.
Man, well, you keep telling us and telling us and telling us, and I keep having you back, man. Christopher Reese, go ahead and direct message me your contact info, probably email or something like that, and we'll go ahead and get you in touch with Mr. McBride here, and so he can get you the promo code. And thank you very much, boss. I really appreciate that. Any shouts, plugs, anything else we need to know?
No, just get your ass up off your whatever it is you're sitting on and go buy the book and have a read, man. Mm-hmm. It's one thing to sit here and tell these cool stories and and let y'all hear about it, which I absolutely love to do. But it's quite another thing to get your asses out of your chairs and go buy the fucking thing. So,
well, you can even keep your ass.
Do yourself a favor, not just me. Just do yourself a favor and and pick it up and read an awesomely fucking cool story. True, every word of it.
You know what I did? I went to the Amazon thing. I got the download of the Kindle book or whatever the fuck it was. I got the download one. I put it on my phone and I read it in a flight.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very easily. It's nothing more gratifying for an author than to see their work turn out exactly how you intended. And my intention was to grab a hold of your ass and pull you to the front of the seat and keep you there till the last word was read, and seems to have worked.
Man, it's a great book.
So yeah, very cool, man. I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing my stuff wherever somebody sees the cannabis culture label, man. That's cool.
Well, that's the next thing coming, man. We do have the mechanics for an order in place. It's on the to-do list of things to do, but it's still near the top of the list, man. So it is coming. But yes, you're gonna get those books at most or hopefully all of the cannabis culture stores at one point, but most of them soon anyway. That's gonna be pretty cool, man. Really happy to be involved with that.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I love my Canadian brothers.
Well, we got more things, man. We want to come down and see you. We want to get you up here, so we'll keep working at it. I got a show I got to get back to, brother. Thank you so much, man. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Hey, I'm tuned in. I'll keep watching, and yeah, both of y'all be cool.
Take care, brother.
Thanks, Timothy. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Saltwater Cowboy, Tim McBride. How cool is that fucking dude?
Pretty fucking cool.
Right? Over 30 million pounds of weed that dude moved. It's a lot of weed.
That's like Lifetime Achievement Award right there.
Mm-hmm. Like, go ahead, man. Go ahead. There's not many people who you can put up there who've done that kind of stuff.
No.
The other person who he's sort of regularly referred to was played by Johnny Depp. So, who's going to play Tim? Be awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Happy to support that dude. Please, seriously, go buy the book. You can literally get the download for like $9.99 or something like that. I don't fuck. It's cheap. It goes right to your phone. It's a really good read. I haven't read a book in forever because I got no time. But I'm telling you, it was a super easy read. It was really, really good. Give it a read. It's a fucking, you got to hear the rest of these stories, man. You hear one of them, you're like, no way. Go hear the whole story. When you hear the whole thing come together, it makes all these even better because you know the fucking bits and pieces that are going on. Speaking of what's going on right now, is this joint here is the Bruce Banner number 3.
PB number 3. We got a new batch of that coming pretty soon.
Oh, jeez. I almost want to go closer on that. That's so nice.
We had a nice little crowning spot right there.
Yeah, but I can see the heads just fucking nodding right there. They are ringing.
Yep.
Whoa, the heads are ringing on that one, man. Incredible.
Yeah, Father Stewart, he really fucking does a great job of growing cannabis.
Temple of Calyx on Instagram. Canada Market, 2 N's. Get you some. Bro! Super lovely.
I think by summer I'll be back in the grower's chair.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, getting.
Bruce Banner number 3 is probably better known as the alter ego of comic book superhero The Incredible Hulk. Is one of 3 phenotypes of Bruce Banner's strain that has proven to be a popular one. Effects come on quickly to prove an immediate burst of euphoria before easing to relaxation that may be good for creative pursuits. Great, we should be good. Delta 9 Labs bred this strain from OG Kush and Strawberry Diesel, and its heritage can be found in its diesel aroma and sweet undertones. Well, we'll see. That's what they say, but you brought it. Tell me, my friend, what are we smoking on here? About that, or are they up their ass with it, or?
Delta 9, eh? I
That's
thought
what-
it was Dark Horse Genetics, but
Well, it
I could be mistaken.
Well, you know.
I consume a lot of cannabinoids.
Yeah. There's also an.
And there's a lot of strain information in this.
Well, this is one review from one place, you know.
But I do believe it was maybe Dark Horse Genetics came up with the Bruce Banner back cross.
Maybe this one.
I'm pretty sure they came up with Bruce Banner 3 though.
And then
Or
this.
all
This
the 3,
one.
the 3, the 5, and the 4.
Okay, so then this one might have been made by somebody else as an imitation, and then sold under a different label or something.
No, I could be completely wrong.
I doubt it.
No, it's very fucking possible.
I doubt it.
Very possible.
They're usually wrong. But this shit's all right, man. I love this Bruce Banner, man. This shit is.
So I'm a little under the weather, so my recollection
True.
isn't.
Somebody will probably call us out in the chat room and call us some dummies. For not knowing. You guys should know this shit, bro. Right, so I guess.
The lineage is correct, though.
As I said, no cooking segment this week, no other segment. It was a rough day yesterday.
Oh, we're cooking right now?
Yeah, we're cooking with gas, baby. But we got the news, and we got some really cool updates, actually. We got at least one really cool update anyway. I'd hoped for 2 cool updates, but
You want to take one of these?
Did it. Yeah, man, what are we going to dab next? Tell them.
What did you have last? Oh, you had the rosin last. Was the
Snap.
What did you think of the rosin?
That last one?
Yeah.
It was tasty, man. It went down super smooth. I didn't even really notice it, if I'm being honest
Well,
with you.
all of this stuff is going to be smooth.
Yeah, and like I honestly, I didn't.
We could ramp it up, seeing as how it's.
Ooh.
Well, no, because then you're able to.
It's true. I'm working my way in,
Yeah.
moving forward.
Yeah.
Good
Great
point.
way to get more
Good point.
cannabinoids in you.
I like it. Let's do it.
If it's not hurting you.
That one actually went down super smooth. and it ended up being quite manageable. So I'm going to see if I can get the third one, the second video. Might have arrived. Let me see if I got it. Oh,
Give me one
man.
quick second.
Excuse me for 1 second while I try and download.
Give that a little cleaning here.
You download this. I'm going to download that in the background.
I'm going to download a cleaner dab.
You download. Hey, where's the fuck you, it's not a fork dab rig action bonus and dab tool?
Can't tell you.
Locked away for safekeeping?
Oh, yeah. It's in the vault. Safety deposit vault.
Yes, unfortunately, Izzy, no snack today. Yesterday barely got the show happening today, so almost didn't make this one. So
Yeah, me too.
yeah, well, yeah, because you were nice all cuddled up by the heater down there,
It's crashed.
right?
It's like, fuck that.
It's chilly again.
I was going to get up and go to 7-Eleven, but
Well, when they were forecasting snow at one point too.
that was in Manitoba, though,
Yeah,
which made me want to stay in because
Yeah.
I'm from there.
yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I can see that. I can see that. All right, so Bruce Bannon, we've got this. You're gonna give me a dab, and I'm gonna quickly. Wow, I got 3
You're
computers.
going
in
to get
front
you a
of me.
sublimator on here.
I want one so bad. That is the next thing to come into the show. I kind of really got to get Enrico on the show one of these days. Stay tuned and see if I can get that fool. And in the meantime, let's get to the news. And Mary Joanna's is officially illegal in Maine now. Congratulations, Boston. No, that's not Boston. That's Massachusetts. Kind of a good joke, though, because the line goes down here with all the other plates. Anyway, it has been a long, strange trip for question 1, the Maine marijuana legalization measure passed by a majority of voters in November. The Pine Tree passed cannabis legalization along with Massachusetts, California, Nevada, and in 2016, and the state's residents have now had to wait the longest of all these legalized states to legally cultivate and best cannabis. The wait is officially over, and Mainers will experience additional freedom, create jobs, and generate more revenue for the great state. Maine's legalization law allows regular possession of up to 2.5 ounces of marijuana and the cultivation of 6 flowering plants, 6 immature plants, and an unlimited number of seedlings. Adult cultivators of cannabis are allowed to possess the sum of the harvest at their residence. So, there you go, Maine. Get your grow on.
Pretty good.
Yeah, right? Starting.
Progress everywhere.
You know, and of course, they're going to be controlled. It's going to be like, oh my God, I got barcodes on it, and blah, blah. Yeah, of course. I know. There's always going to be something. And
I always got to attach some kind of bars to it. Eh?
right? You know what I mean? You want to go to the bar after this?
No.
Dab bar?
Let's just make our own.
We got our own. We don't need to go anywhere, man.
Sure.
We got more gadgets around here right now than you even can know. Vermont.
Here, we'll give you this.
Okay, yeah, you give me this. I'd pass you this joint, but you're sick, and I don't want your cooties.
No, we're not sharing like that today.
Luckily, communicable.
I'm considerate when I'm sick.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ready?
Good looking out.
This is a big one, but you can handle it because you're there. Whoops. Ooh.
Oh, good God. I'm trying not to cough because of the microphone.
But you good?
Yikes. Wow.
You good?
What? Who that? Who what? What was that?
You've already had 2 of those.
No.
Yeah.
That's the, okay.
That's
well,
the 333. You've already had 2 of those, but just not that big.
Oh, that's what it is. All right. Yikes. Man.
right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sure.
Yeah. Actually, it actually cracked my back, which was nice.
Well, it should.
Vermont.
There's a little bit of CBD in
Can
there.
you tell
is
us
the rumor?
Can you tell the rumor about what they say the study concluded about the Formula 333?
All right. Well, these are cannabinoid formulations. Other than that, I can't really say.
There you go. Science. Weed nerd science shit. That's all you get. Vermont, though, gets to take another crack at legalizing recreational marijuana. A bill has been proposed in the Vermont House that would make it legal for adults to possess and grow small amounts of marijuana. The proposal would remove civil and criminal penalties for adult possession of up to 2 ounces of marijuana and for the cultivation of a total of 2 mature plants and 7 immature plants. It's, again, little steps in the direction.
Hey, you can 2 mature plants. You can grow a lot of weed on 2 plants.
Well, you know the 3.
Depending on the method. Like, let's say a person was to do a scrog, and you were to take like a 60-gallon bucket. Okay, and not even a bucket. You build like a 60-gallon. Fuck it, build a 100-gallon.
Yep.
Okay, and you make this like a square container, and you plant your plant in the middle of that. And you slowly veg it, you slowly veg it, you slowly veg it. You build a screen, nice, thick, heavy gauge wire mesh. You strip all of your vegetation underneath. You keep topping your plant and looping it through. And then when you flower it, you just have 100 gallons of tops. Oh, they cut us?
No, we're still going. No,
I'm like, oh no, what happened to the screen?
See, we're there. I'm
then you're having, you know, then you can have one plant that can sustain, you know, that much bud. Put like 6 or 7 lights over it.
Yeah. Yeah, because to me, yeah, how do you define the size of a plant? I remember going back, 15 years ago, and I saw a picture of an outdoor plant that was planted in the middle of a fireplace on like the outside of a house. And it was in California, somewhere, Southern California, I do believe. And it was a 2-story house, you know, with like a little attic space and shit like that. And it was, you know, a little bit of basement space and shit like that. And there was the whole chimney that run all the way up the fucking top of the thing. This thing was planted right dead nuts in the middle of it. And it was as tall as the house was.
Yeah.
It didn't quite clear the whole house and chimney, but it was between that like 2 or 3 feet of the top of the chimney over the roof and the roof of the fucking 2.5-story basically house.
Yeah, there's people
that
they're pulling like 15 pounds off a plant. So the 2-plant rule, if you do it right, you can do all right. Mm-hmm. You got enough weed for the year.
So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, again, in that direction.
Then you can graft. You can do all kinds of things. Get like a few different varietals on one.
Cyprus is set to provide cannabis oil to cancer patients. I think that's kind of cool. Cyprus health minister has made an announcement that cannabis oil will be provided to people suffering from advanced stages of cancer. The program, the first of its kind in Cyprus, will require cancer patients to apply directly to the country's health minister if they seek access to cannabis oil. If an individual's application is approved, they will be provided with free cannabis oil by the ministry. So depending on strict criteria, of course, and all that sort of stuff. But to me, that's pretty solid, Cyprus.
Progress everywhere, man. I can't believe it.
I try and report the good things, man. We hear enough about fucking busts and who doesn't like what, and I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm all about moving forward because, you know, we gotta support each other and keep it going. And, you know, anyway, rant. Don't. Bing. Okay, researchers use cannabis to treat epileptic children in University of Alberta study. As parents are, you know, obviously desperate to deal with severe epilepsy, they turn to alternative therapies sometimes, and obviously we're looking at cannabis a lot. Parents are becoming more aware of the use of cannabis to treat epilepsy from social media and parent support groups, said a pediatric epileptologist, that's the whole file thing, at the University of Alberta in Edmonton. Because there's little scientific research regarding the use of cannabis products in children, most physicians are reluctant to prescribe them, resulting in parents trying to make their own preparations at home or turn to suppliers who cannot verify the quality of their product. They're partnering with a pediatric neurologist from the University of Saskatchewan to determine a study on how CBD could change the quality of life for children suffering from severe epilepsy and what interaction CBD oils could have with other approved treatments for epilepsy. So, you know, you hear a lot of research and a lot of studies, and, you know, on your show.
It's a heavy duty thing, like epilepsy, and especially trying to dose for an infant or a child, because it's a whole different metabolism. It's a developing brain chemistry. So it's changing, you know, quite frequently.
Yeah.
So it for sure can be a challenge, and it's good that some people that actually understand neurofunction are getting involved, and I just hope that they understand cannabis enough.
Well, they also have
And again, more progress.
researchers from University of British Columbia,
Oh, there we go.
McGill University, and University of Montreal. 30 children up to the age of 10 who suffer from epilepsy severe enough to cause cognitive impairment that can't be controlled with existing medical treatments. So if you know anybody who fits that criteria, tell them. Fuck.
Yeah.
Also, another one we're looking at, this is a little something different, but, you know, in progress still. This has very been a productive week. UC Davis is offering an undergraduate course on the physiology of cannabis. Will be offered at UC Davis this spring to raise awareness and understanding of how cannabis and cannabinoids affect the body. Designed for students in biological sciences, the 3-unit course will cover the biology of cannabis and cannabinoids as well as their physiological effects and multiple symptoms, underlying mechanisms, and therapeutic values. It'll survey the history of cannabis use, cover the endocannabinoid system, and discuss potential medical targets for cannabis and their related effectiveness. So, good on you guys. That's fucking cool, man. I like to see that moving forward as well, too, because although half the data they're going to have is going to be flawed and it's going to be skewed, and who's really delivering it, and pick, yeah, fuck off. At least they're fucking teaching it, or at least they're trying to include something in the curriculum and acknowledging it.
Well, it also provides what on a different side of it the power of social acceptance.
Legitimacy, man.
Yeah, when people see stuff like that happening, they're not so opposed to their neighbor doing it, or their in-law, or their, you know, a family member or a friend that's medicating. You know, the outer judgment becomes less and less and less as it becomes, you know, more and more socially acceptable. So stuff like that is, you know, it's definitely a benefit, man.
You know why?
On all sides.
You know what? Hashtags.
Hashtag, you're it.
Hashtags did it.
Hashtag. I just smoked my hashtags.
Hashtag. Too much hashtag.
It's a knick-knack hashtag. Smoke another hashtag.
Knick-knack. Speaking of universities, the interest in buds in a unique BC University marijuana course in Canada moves to legalize cannabis.
I've heard about this.
A continuing studies course at Kwantlen College that began as a joke has attracted over 500 students who see medical marijuana as a growing industry. With 2,000 producers waiting for their licenses, there are huge employment possibilities in the industry, says a person from the university, Cannabis Professional Series course. She has a master's in horticultural sciences and experience working in cut flower greenhouses. There are only 8 producers. Anyway, they go on to talk about why this is so good. But the thing is, they started it as really like they didn't think they would get anything to it. And it's built up to an actual program they have to grow and support. There's like a waiting list to get in. You don't think people don't want to know? Okay, and so you were talking before about something, and we were talking incenses and stuff. Smell like weed all day with cannabis perfumes. Now, you know, do you or don't you want to smell like weed? Profiles of things, how things kind of get to you, the incenses, thing lingers, but like I remember, and for the most part, now, okay, I smell like weed all the time. Whether I have weed on me or not, I still smell like weed.
Me too.
This doesn't matter.
It literally comes out of my pores.
My dog smells like weed. Okay? It's true. Poor Parker, a little bugger. He needs a bath, too. He stinks. But he smells like weed. And he doesn't even really smoke it that much. But it always used to be, you'd put on cologne or wash your hands or do shit to sort of get the smell off of weed to you so people wouldn't be like, oh my God, you smell like weed.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't want to hear that shit. Because fuck you. Yeah, I smell like weed, fuck you, but I don't want to hear your shit, so fuck you.
No, I didn't really care.
Right, well, yeah, right? You get to a point. But some people don't like that. But now, there's a perfume company that's launching what it calls the first strain-specific cannabis perfumes, where you can get them so you can smell just like some Sticky Icky. So basically, they're making terp perfumes that you can smell like weed. So you're deliberately making yourself smell like
Brilliant.
weed, which I'm happy to. I'm cool.
That
but
makes me happy.
it is. Look at the level of acceptance and shit like that. Now you want to smell like weed? The hell?
Yeah.
I don't even know that, man. Like, why would you? I don't know. It seems a little heady to me. Unless you don't have weed on you. Then it's just going to make me smell weed all the time and think, fuck, I just want to smoke some weed now.
Or is it the cologne version of weed?
Could be interesting. You know, it's probably going to be fucking skeptical. Well, they just taken terps and fucking turn it into spray. What I do know is that the last bit of news, and I'm not calling out, not making a big deal about this, it's not that kind of jam, but just in case, if you're in Arizona and you shop for marijuana, there's a dispensary in Coconino County discovered a packaging issue at a dispensary, so there was a recall, a voluntary recall in place, not for a safety thing, but a packaging, they couldn't verify something. So an Arizona-based manufacturer dispensary is issuing a voluntary recall on several of its edible food items. Flourish Cannabis, which is based in Mesa, issued a recall Thursday for 4 items. It's marinara pasta sauce, hot sauce, honey Dijon mustard, and sriracha ketchup. So they said the issue was released because the dispensary did not meet the packaging requirements for Coconino County. Coconino. That's what it's called. It says Coconino. That's phonetically, that's what it is. Anyway, they do standard testing, and for whatever reason, it doesn't sound like it's a massive issue. But if you got your products anywhere from in and around there, their products are sold all through. There's a big long list of places. Go look that up. If you're anywhere around there, you've gotten some products that I have mentioned from said company. There you go. Flourish Cannabis, hot sauce, marinara pasta sauce, honey Dijon mustard, and sriracha ketchup in and around Arizona. Call them, take it back to the place. They'll refund your money. They'll give you some new products back. Okay? So just on some, trying to watch out for your health. That's my contribution to your safety. And other than that, now I'm getting back to it. This Bruce Banner is delicious. Keep talking it out though.
Keep talking it out.
What I had not had smoked yet.
Fuck, I don't
Tab
know.
wise, rosin
What did you
wise,
have?
dip wise. Did I have?
Oh,
all
you
these?
haven't had any of the clarity.
Oh God. Awesome. Great. All right, let's get to that.
And no, I don't think you had any of that one. You've had some of this one.
Okay. Well, your dad master's serving them up here right now. I'm gonna jump to the updates and let this continue. So updates. Yeah, last week we were down at Weed Maps, man. Of course, as you knew, we were there. Guys, thanks again to Madeline, Jordan, Jack, Devin, Tyler, everybody who made it happen. Plus a big special thanks to Gil and Jeremy for doing the interviews, as well as to Madeline for stepping from behind the cameras to go in front of the camera to do the interview with me and hold it down. Thank you so much, man. You guys were awesome. On Friday, I also got to talk to young Mr. I got to talk to Charlotte Green while we were down in LA, hanging out with Miss Green. We were down there. That was really cool. Got to actually do her show. I was on the Weed Show last Friday with her. Same time Jared was doing his show. He's locked out. He can't get in.
He's locked out? I'll let those guys in.
Fuck that guy. No way. Oh, screw those guys. Don't let them in here.
What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
We're gonna dab.
Hang on. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Hang on. Let me.
We found dabs sitting around from the dab fairy.
Just sitting?
The dab fairy left it on our desk last night.
Really?
I think
What
dab
the
fairy
fuck?
forgot it because
Oh,
dab
that's
fairy
crazy.
might have been high. I don't know.
Oh, Dab Fairy's always really high.
Camp snafu.
Cam Snafu.
Dab Fairy's always really high.
Oh, look at that.
We were sitting there.
hey.
And, like
What's
someone
with the-
forgot this here.
What's with the high chair?
Well, there was really nobody here this week, so we were just.
Chair be high, says I.
That was
Well,
my lunch
switch
table.
to that one. Yeah, switch to that one if you want. You can switch to that one if you want. If you
Can I have
guys
my
want
table back?
if you guys want to share a mic, I don't have the fourth one plugged in. I only have 3 on.
I can just yell.
Let's go.
Look what we're gonna smoke.
Here.
What is that?
Came to do. Oh, what do I do with this?
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure who was going to be here, right? So.
Dangleberry.
Right.
Look at.
Oh.
Sorry to come in and sabotage.
Oh, you're all good.
you.
I was just saying,
Invade.
right? I was just okay.
Mexico?
Let me go back to do this. Hang on. Let me reconfigure for 1 second. I can handle this. I can readjust.
You like to throw a cog in your machine.
Camera.
Yes.
It's all good. Look how easily I adjust. Look, and now you're picture in picture, and you're doing the updates with us.
Wow.
So now you can dab, and we're doing it.
Wow. Hi.
So yeah, sorry, I wasn't sure who would come.
Amazing to be here.
Yeah, right. What are the odds? What's going on, you idiots? What have you been doing?
Oh, you know, doing
Run
stuff.
around.
Hi.
Yeah.
Working hard all day long.
Yeah.
And then we decided
Jody
to
first.
end it with a killer dab meant
Look
to
at
put
that.
someone
Oh,
under.
Let me see it for a second.
That looks more like
Jody?
candy,
That looks
guys.
like 3 dabs worth right there.
Yeah, it's right
No, that's a Jaredab.
That looks
Let's
like
hear
a
that.
jewel.
It
Look
looks
how
like
giant
It
it
is.
is.
It looks like ribbon candy.
It does. It looks
Yeah, we
like,
had
That's
it in the bud can
formulation
before.
333.
like those
Yeah.
This one from me.
Christmas candy.
With intent.
It'll taste like
Yeah.
lemon.
Do you have a thing for me?
You gotta rock it out of there.
Dub.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
it's an email.
It's not a sub a dub
Where's your
dub.
sub?
Well, we're working on getting one here soon, hopefully.
Oh, I
Did
thought
you-
Al
And
usually has one on his belt.
mine's not really. It's not really travel worthy right now.
Can I actually take this? Is it gonna fall
Yeah,
over?
we got a fair bit of cord to it. I think
All right.
we're
Oh, we
okay.
got cord.
Apparently, Apple has filed some sort of patent for a sublimation vaporization device.
Oh, no way.
And they're calling it sublimation / vaporization.
kidding?
Not kidding. Go if you Google it right now. Somebody go find a link.
The iSub?
Apple has put some sort of patent in. They have like a map, like a drawing, but because they don't understand it, I don't
Rico
know how
better
it.
get on there.
Yeah. And so I'm
Sue,
thinking
Sue.
Apple's
All
pretty
right.
pretty big, you know. So yeah.
That's right. Sublimator's biogasification.
Biogasification.
That's
is-
what their patent is.
All right, there you go. So he's cool.
They're patent.
Yeah, they're talking about for printing and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
they probably invented a new type of high resolution print going on, and yeah.
So
using a
this one right
sublimation
here
vaporization.
was down in California. You just narrowly escaped like the
Storms. I got there a couple days
tyranny.
after.
No, I meant like the
Oh.
tyranny, the dictator that's clamping down on the
The
borders.
storm of Trump.
Yeah, the Trump storm.
Trump storm.
Trump tornado.
Tornado.
So-
NATO?
Tornado.
So far, I've been good. I was good on that. They let me in and out of the country. It was
All right, you're
lovely.
good.
Thank you very much.
Good.
Yeah, while I was down there, we were just saying I was giving shouts to the
Still
Weed Maps
going.
guys.
Is it? All right.
I gave some shout outs to Weed Maps guys. Plus, also, I was going to give some shout outs to Charlotte Green because we did
Don't
the
have a
interview
panic
with her.
attack, Jer.
We did.
I said don't have a panic attack.
Oh, I'm
We-
loving it.
yeah.
Is that too much?
Sorry. Yeah. Whenever you guys are ready.
Sorry.
No,
Go
it's
on.
all good.
I'm listening.
Whenever you're ready. Yes.
Charlotte Green.
So we went and was on Charlotte's show last Friday. So and she said hi to everybody, of course, and then she would love to
can't
see
come
us
across
again.
the border.
So
Hi,
while
Charlotte.
right,
Bunch
so
of
while I was
oppressive
down there,
bastards.
and I figured while we were down, let's try and hit her up because we haven't been able to see her.
That was like endless.
So I did her show. That was great. Plus, I also did an interview with her,
Oh, good.
and it just came in literally minutes ago. So
That's awesome.
here you go. Check it out. What's up, everybody? It's me, Craig X, in California. I'm here on the beach, smoking weed, having a good time. Cali Kush, waves, seagulls, sand, palm trees. And what more could you ask for? It's Craig X from the beach down here in California, getting high. Hope you are too. What's up, everybody? It's me, Craig X from Cannabis Life Network, Expert Joints, Pot TV, Cannabis Culture, you name it, I'm doing it. Came all the way down here from Amsterdam down to LA. Of course, I've been shooting stuff all week here while I've been here. It's been a good time. But there was one person who I've been trying to connect with up in Canada for quite a while, and they wouldn't let her in. So I said, fuck it. And I came on down to LA to talk with the one and only Miss Charlotte Green. What's up, girl? How are you?
I think that's one of my favorite intros so far. I love that. I'm doing great. How are you?
Well, better that I'm here with you.
Yay.
Thanks for having me on the set of The Weed Show, your newest venture here. I mean, not like you're any stranger to the media, especially the marijuana side of the media. But we've got the new show here. Tell everybody who's unfamiliar, The Weed Show. What is it all about?
Our mission at The Weed Show is to provide the most usable, informative, and engaging information about cannabis that you can use to live a better life. So we have experts coming in talking about cultivating cannabis, how to lose weight with cannabis, how to find love with weed. I mean, you name it, we're exploring that and giving you the opportunity to ask these experts your questions, because the show is streamed live Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Nicely done. See, she kept referring to experts, hence the reason why I'm here.
Hello.
I heard, I'm like, hey, these so-called experts, hey, I don't know, I got to check it out.
We're calling for you.
Right, so this is just the latest in your, obviously, evolution. Everybody knows you had another job in media before.
Yes.
Chose very dramatically to resign from that position.
Now, everything you heard is why I, the actual owner of the Alaska Cannabis Club, will be dedicating all of my energy toward fighting for freedom and fairness, which begins with legalizing marijuana here in Alaska. And as for this job, well, not that I have a choice, but fuck it, I quit. All right, we apologize for that. We'll be right back.
I didn't think it was so dramatic in the moment, but everyone else did.
It caused a few waves anyway,
Yeah.
which, brilliant. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Why not? And good for you.
Thank you.
Because there's that too, because good for you. And since then, it's been kind of a one of these up and down. It's been certainly more up than down, but
Yeah.
you've had obviously a couple of hiccups along the way that haven't been so pleasant, but for the most part, it's been a raging success, and you're obviously doing fantastically well. I mean, this has been a wild couple of years, has it not?
I would have never in a million years imagined that I would be here hosting this after having gone through so much and having to go through it so publicly on top of it all.
Yeah.
And so when that happens, it also impacts your friends and your family. So I'm just really grateful for my family and friends and all of my fans and everyone that supported me and is still here with me while there's still uncertainty ahead.
Well, I mean, that's the cannabis times period. We're trying to get through it best we can, and all this legalization is pending, but if you want to get into it, a lot of it's still really Prohibition 2.0. Some of these regulations are not that really legal.
Absolutely not.
And, you know, I'm happy to see in a, well, it's better than nothing capacity. But at that time, there's a lot more work to do, and there's a lot more fighting to be done. And unfortunately, along the way, there's casualties isn't the right word, but bumps in the road that you can't ever get over. I look at it as well, too. You know, we all need to get together and be working towards the same goal. And it's going to take some time to get there. You can't undo 90 years of brainwashing in a couple of weeks.
Right.
You know, it's going to be a long fight back, and there's a long way to go. But thanks to folks like yourself who've been able to go put there publicly and be like, you know what, it's time to stand up for this plant because there's nothing wrong with this. If you know the real reason why cannabis is illegal, and you understand really how ridiculous it is. Yesterday on your show, you were talking about the police officer.
Right, that wrote in asking for some advice.
Yeah. Well, I like to advise folks in that situation, do you understand why cannabis is illegal in the first place? It's racial control and monetary gains for a small handful of people. Those are the two reasons, racism and greed. It's not bad for you.
Well put.
It's not illegal because it's bad for you, just
No.
like going to church doesn't make you a good person.
Right.
And it's great that shows like yours bring in a group of individuals every day to come through and make that message more available to the public. So we thank you for taking the time out and deciding to have a little career change there, but use your skills in a beautiful new way. What's been your favorite part of the ride? I mean, there's no need to be dwelling on the bad shit all the time.
My favorite part has definitely been the community, becoming a part of something so meaningful. I think what sets our generation apart is that what we're really striving for is to be happy and to find meaning with our lives above anything else. And I think you find that in the cannabis community, in the cannabis industry, because cannabis can change the world. It is changing the world. You know, it's saving lives, it's curing cancer, it's providing economic opportunities in places where there was none. And the more reform spreads, creeps across North America, the further we'll get with that. So I'm thankful to be in the position that I'm in, but I'm also thankful for people in Canada that have been helping to normalize. Like, I love Toronto. I got to go there. That's why I tried to go back so many times.
Right. For those of you who are unfamiliar, she has been trying to come. There's just been a few people who are not quite as enjoying that decision as you are. But,
customs.
Yeah.
So, but I loved meeting people like Abby Roach over at the Hot Box Cafe.
For sure.
And I was looking forward to meeting the Emerys, who we know have done a ton for just growing weed, literally, across North America. Yeah. But the fact that the culture there is so rich, I encourage everyone, if you can, to get out there and check it out. But people that have pioneered it before me, I'm standing on their shoulders and building on all of that. So I always have to acknowledge that.
Well, and that's what I look at. We got to look back to look where we're going. And if we don't support each other, we have no support at all. So please make sure you support Miss Charlotte Green through all of her endeavors. Support the Weed Show, which you can check out. It's the Weed Show on Instagram, as well as Charlotte Green on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Any plugs, any shouts, anything they need to know? What's coming next? Stay tuned for us.
Just stay tuned for the Weed Show's live studio audience. We're going to be allowing people to come in, smoke with us. We'll be giving away a ton of stuff, likely giving away a ton of weed. And it'll be a really great experience. So just really building up that community aspect and helping people to connect and really experience what cannabis has to offer. So look forward to that. The Weed Show is the focus.
Nice. Well, why don't we go ahead and get you to Skype in at least on an episode of my show one of these days coming up soon. We'll get you on a Thursday. Maybe we can do, because your show's at 4, my show's at 4:20. Maybe we can have a double simul broadcast, picture-in-picture Skype-a-thon. Oh, that could be quite crossover show. Something to stay tuned and watch for. ExpertJoints.com. Check out Charlotte Green. We appreciate everything. Thanks very much, guys. And of course, you can check it out on Cannabis Life Network. Peace.
See you.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah,
that was cool.
So shouts to Charlo and shouts to CLN for putting together the video with me, coming down, shooting it all up. Shouts to Todd and Rusty making all that happen. That was a good day, and Tanya for hanging out with us, man. That was a good time. We'll be back. She wants to do some more. We're welcome back anytime. Yeah, we'll try to do some cross collaboratives if we could at some point.
Yeah.
With her show being live at 4, I want to see if.
You're putting it on Pod TV right now, too.
Yeah, man. I mean, I had to go down and get the interview for Pod TV to California to get it, so it took like 4 networks. Took the Weed Show, Expert Joints, Cannabis Life Network, and Pod TV. It took all of us to make it happen. We came together just to reach out to Charlotte.
Amazing.
It was awesome. Super cool. That's super good. No, it was really good, man. So thank you very much for having us, Charlotte. That was a lot of fun. Also this week, there was Cannalance on Sunday. Sunday was a big day. Sunday, we had Ashley and James Priest brought us Can You See the Difference? And Presidential Puffin, a couple of articles from the priests at Cannalance. More coming soon. Be sure to visit cannalance.com and Cannalance across social media. Presidential Puffin about presidents and their various different stances on cannabis, you know. And Can You See the Difference was talking about indicas and sativas, the differences between them.
Can you see the difference?
Well, I can. Can you? Sometimes, usually,
I'm
most
surprised
of the
to
time.
find there are some sativa buds that are very dense these days, and they're labeled as sativa, and they're sativa strains, but I don't know, they're thick and hard, like great in that good way, like a nice solid bud. But I wonder if, I don't know if any of that means stuff. Also, some people like switch it up where they say, like what happens if you cross 2 and you get one strain that's a sativa and one that's an indica? And then you breed them. The name is 2 parts. Both are opposites.
But indica is just because it was grown in India. Like, it doesn't really, right?
Yep.
So
that's all nonsense, isn't it, nowadays?
yeah, it
kind
really
of,
is.
right?
But
Yeah, I
a
guess.
strain is a strain is a strain.
But are wines different? Like when people could a Merlot versus a Chardonnay or whatever.
They're still
that
grapes.
stuff.
They're still just grapes.
It's all grapes,
It's
right?
still grapes.
Is there a difference?
Yeah,
Like,
different
what
grapes.
is that about?
Different grapes at different times
Terroir.
and temperature.
It's about the soil.
Where it's grown?
And also on Sunday was the big old Canadian Fire Bowl. That was pretty fun. Brought to us by the fine folks at Miss Envy and Moda Green Meds. They hooked that event up quite nicely. Shouts to Miss Envy, shouts to Moda, shouts for everybody for doing it.
Yeah.
Shouts to you guys for coming. I know you had a good time. I know you were there.
I was sick and I live right around the corner and literally had to see pictures of people having a good time, but I couldn't infect you all, so.
I stayed home too.
Yeah.
It was fun.
40 entries, 5 categories, 15 trophies, handed out by moi, and a performance by Method Man and Redman.
Yeah, a very amazing performance by Red and Meth.
Killed it.
Like, oh my God. That was honestly one of the best shows I've ever seen. I was extremely impressed.
Yeah, absolutely super happy to have seen
I
that,
love
man.
both those guys, but man, Redman just tore it up that night. Like, he was so on it. And Meth is always on it. Like, Meth is one of the best rappers ever in my mind. But that Redman just showed some serious heart that night. I was like, bam, he's like, I gotta say, man, one of my favorite rappers ever.
They were dope. They were really, really cool. We happened to afterwards, after the show, get a chance to kick it with them and give them a bunch of local cannabis, crafty sort of products that were fantastic and delicious. A lot from the Cannabis Growers of Canada. I think they saw some Temple of Calyx products. I think Rasta Mike got in there. There was a lot of people handing them more weed than they could consume in the few hours that they were there. And also, I got in the way too.
How
yes,
is
I
Rasta
did.
Mike?
You get on stage, did you drop some rhymes?
No, but I did
Grab
do.
the mic out of his hand.
Nope, but I did do this.
He got an exclusive more better than TMZ.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Greg X from Expert Joints. You know me by now. I'm here at Fortune Sound Club for the Canadian Fire Bowl, brought to you by Miss Envy Botanicals, and of course, a little help from Moda Green Meds. We got the Canadian Fire Bowl Judges Pack. People have been sampling all week, and it culminates in the big performance tonight by Method Man and Redman.
Hey yo, this is Method Man. In relation to Expert Joints, this is Cannabis, Life, Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, the star of the show with me. He knows how to roll a blunt, I know how to roll a joint, but it is Redman himself in the place to be. What's going on, King?
What's good, brother? How you feeling?
Oh, man, I am feeling fantastic. I'm wore out just watching y'all, man.
Hey, first of all, thank y'all for the gift bags and the goodies in the fucking back. Y'all gave us so much. I'm smoking that shit right now.
Thank you, man. Make sure you check out the Smiling Buddha Cannagars. Those things are crazy, man. They handcrafted those for y'all, man. Those are fantastic.
Absolutely, we got it.
You still got it, man. It's, can I call it out? I hate to say it, but it's 25 years since the album came out, man.
Yes. And we're still here.
But nobody works as hard as y'all just did, man. That was pure fire.
Redman and Method Man always believe if the audience pay their money, they should get a show. That's why we're still relevant and we still have a cult, a following. Because we're the people's people. We're the people's champs. We're the people's people. So,
It's real motherfucker.
yeah, so we're always going to be loved no matter what continent, what country we in. We get the same love, bro.
Everybody loves Method Man and Redman. I've been loving for a long time, so this is a big pleasure, of course, to me, man. I'm sure you get this asked all the time and have been for the last 16 years. But are we ever going to see a How High Part 2? You ask the crowd and they say yes.
Listen, if it was up to me, How High 2 would have been out in 2004. All right, it was all political. It wasn't Red and Meth. It was all political. But Universal opened the doors back up, and it'd be under a company under Universal. So right now the script is being written. All right, the script is being written. Hopefully we'll get it right by September, and we can hopefully start shooting at the end of this year, or maybe at the tip of next year. Just thinking and logically.
If you need a stunt roller for anything, man, you just holler at your man. That's all I'm saying, man. They make them well put together. We do how we do. What is 2017 going to bring us from Method Man and Redman?
We dropping solo albums. I'm working on Muddy Waters 2. Then we're going to do a Blackout 3 and do the soundtrack to the movie.
Please come back again and again. We can't see you enough, man. Ladies and gentlemen, please check out and support Method Man Official on Instagram, Redman Gilla on Instagram, doing it and killing it.
And on Twitter at The Real Redman, and on my website, www.redmansworld.com.
Man, that's it. Greg X, Redman.
A lot of fucking weed too, boss.
Craig X, Redman here, wrapping up the Canadian Fire Bowl. That's it, man. Thanks to Miss Envy. Thanks to everybody. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. We out. Peace.
Yeah, right. Sorry about that. The echo was on there for a minute. Sorry. Yeah. I just forgot to mute the thing. I was so excited I forgot to mute part of the thing for a second, but it worked out. But anyway, yeah, so massive news. How High 2 is coming from Method Man and Redman.
Yeah. That's like a TMZ kind of exclusive.
That's pretty cool, man. We're going to have to send that video out to the world to let people know that's the jam, that it is being written right now and brought to you right here for the first time, debuted on Pot TV.
Big win, too, that movie.
Yep. So How High 2 is coming. Muddy Waters 2 is coming. Blackout 3 is coming.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, that's all big news in there.
Glad those guys are working on lots of stuff.
Right? So then after that interview, Red was fucking hanging out for a bunch of time with us, smoking joints, just being cool, doing business. Good dude, man. Meth was like
hanging too, though.
Yeah, well, at first he was like, sorry, I don't do after show interviews. I'll do a drop, but I'm good. He's like, I'm high and I'm tired and I'm not nuts. I was like, good, you're all good. So he did the drop and I was like, cool, thank you. Red came out like 15 minutes later, killed the interview, hung out for like a half an hour, and I look in the back there and there's Meth with like all the boxes and all the bags of shit, and he's just got shit in his hand, which is like this little. He's literally kid at Christmas, fucking wrapping paper flying everywhere. This little shit-eating grin on his face, just the happiest motherfucker in the world right there, man. And it was deadly, man. So he had a great time, man. He was kicking it there, and then eventually, yeah, he came out. We were all smoking blunts and chilling out, and fucking, it was good, man. So shouts to Fortune, shouts to Miss Envy, shouts to Moda, shouts to everybody who was there, and of course to Cannabis Life Network for catching the video there with me. We had everybody there. Shooters were on point, doing their thing. We made it happen, and it was a good time. So thanks to everybody who put it together, man. It was a team effort and overall a really good event. What did you think on the scale of other events that we frequent?
Oh, it was great. Well organized. I like Fortune Sound Club because it has that 2-layer thing going on where you can go downstairs and get high, do your thing. You can get drinks downstairs even. It's the VIP area that actually is fairly large, so you can fit a lot of people down there. And when they have an event like this, it's cool that they open it up to actual real cannabis puffing. It's like a crazy hot box.
Well, and then upstairs was even just as hot box.
Upstairs people were blazing everywhere, and the show was off the hook, like seriously. Mm-hmm. Big thanks to Mike. Mike was on the show on Friday.
Yes.
And gave us a judge's kit, which was totally awesome.
Really good, man.
Yeah,
really
a lot of good stuff in there. Wait, you still have your judge's kit? Yeah. Oh shit!
I'll take Indica A.
Yeah.
I'll take Indica A.
No, a lot of great stuff in there. A lot of great extracts. Mike throws a great party.
Yeah, man.
Did a great job.
Shouts to Cypher for helping put it together at the end there, running things on the night, and to BC Budgal, the Monday co-host on Pot TV. Out there handing out trophies.
Yeah,
and
she was working hard.
Making it all snapping.
Everybody was.
Man.
All the people who put that together were working damn hard and did a great job. So.
Yeah. So it is a very cool thing, man, and it was a great time and a busy weekend and shit. It was a lot of things to do. There was the live show, the interview, the Charlotte show, that show. It was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 things, 5 things in like 4 days or something like that. It was with all the travel and, man.
And LA traffic you were in? Did
you
experience that?
Oh my God, that
Holy
was
moly,
really
for
slow,
real,
bro.
I had no idea. I also went once.
I saw a post
briefly,
you made that looked a little frustrating.
Man, we were just sitting there doing nothing, but just sitting there doing nothing. And then when we were doing something, we wouldn't do it very fast at all. And it took I think the thing said it was like 26 miles or something like that. So, all right, cool. Put that in there. Okay, so that's 30, it's like 40 some kilometers, right? Not that far. Half an hour, whatever, right? Okay, cool, no worries. But I know, okay, it's gonna be long. Damn near fucking 2 hours.
Yeah, Do you use Google Maps to like check out? I use Google Maps all the time, everywhere, but it's not even right there. I was like, I thought it was an hour drive. You're right, 2 hours. It's insane.
Yeah, and then we got directed around some other ways. But shouts to Todd and Tanny for navigating. What's up with the coach, man? CENTCOM had it under control, man. We did it. We had some good food. We had a good time. It was a nice trip. For me, definitely not the most productive trip that I've ever had, because I go like shoot 900 fucking things when I'm there, right? I didn't shoot a ton, but it was a really good time. I went to the Elevated Dreams dispensary. So did you hear about? Okay, so the dispensary in Santa Ana that keeps getting raided, the one that they kicked in the place and they fucked with the patients and ate the edibles in California with it, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That place has been busted about 4 times. It's a medical shop. Right next to it, there's a less known but very nice recreational shop on kind of 2 doors down, all part of the same outfit. Well, I went down there. They were super nice, let us in. You walk in the front door, they're like, welcome. It's just like you go for sushi. Everyone yells at you, right? And you're like, I hope that was something nice, but thank you. Had a bunch of great strains, a bunch of really good weed, really good service. They took good care of us. I bought about like an ounce in about 4 days. On the Thursday, the other shop got raided, so they got raided too. And I was like, oh no! I go back on Friday. Motherfuckers, back open, doing the cannabis culture style.
Good.
Welcome! And the nice thing was all the jars were full and fresh now.
It was all brand new gear.
And it was all really good. Elevated Dreams. It was really nice, man. I smoked some Heisenberg OG, this OG 18. There was, I got a few other ones that were on the list.
Lots of OGs?
Yeah, lots of OGs. Lots of OG variants.
Nothing wrong with that.
And
There's lots of OGs in California.
So what was nice is I was just down at the Cup, and even at Weed Mamps, the weed that I was given, not that I want to call out there anybody in particular, but some of the shit that I have been given just in the last 6 weeks that I've been down and back and forth in 2 trips to California, it has looked fantastic. Some of it has smelled fantastic. Some of it has all the potential in the world. It's outdoor, sun-grown, organic, fucking, all natural, bro, tested out the ass, man. It's super good. And it burns like fucking shit. Some people can't flush. It just is what it is.
Well,
and maybe there's more to it than that.
Yeah, there is. Especially in organics, right? How are you gonna flush?
Right.
So let's break that down. If we're growing in, if the point of the matter, the point of the whole project is to have a super nutrient-rich soil, right, that you're inoculating with teas and stuff like that.
Still got to get rid of those nutrients at some point.
Yeah, if that's the point, then how are you ever going to flush it if all you're giving it through its life is water, right? So it's all about creating that balance. I mean, we're dealing with it right now with the biodynamics, and it's not an easy thing. It really isn't. Like it's. If you want to go true organics, like anybody can go buy bottles that say, hey, that'll say organic, and then you just pour that into your stuff and then you feed it just like whatever, but that's not really organics. Organics is like
putting in fucking compost and shit.
Yeah, kelp mixes and all kinds of different things, like using different sprouts, knowing which different sprouts have different enzymes, and making like froth blends and all kinds of crazy stuff.
So you get down to it, these guys had great weed. The best weed that I smoked that I was down there, and some of the best weed that I smoked in the last 6 weeks down there, period. So if you want to support them, 419 West 17th in Santa Ana, Elevated Dreams Collect 714_ on Instagram. It's long and it's complicated, but go support them. Go check them out. Expert plugs aplenty.
Expert memory.
Right?
Wow. I'd be like, I don't know, Google it.
You didn't
just Google it. Expert Google. Welcome to Expert Google.
The entire show is scripted, actually. He's memorized.
You should get a rocking chair for this one. This would be a
nice one.
Yeah.
It'd be nice, a rocking guest chair.
Little rocking chair.
The rocking co-host.
I'm just on the two leg pivot right now.
So big week, but that was last week. This is this week. Going forward, next week, Thompson Caribou's back in the house. We got TCC coming back to make it happen. They got some new products and some new new things that they're going to release, so the guys are going to come by and tell us a little bit about that. Temple of Calyx month continues. We're going to be smoking more flowers from the temple all month long. Good month to be around here. I'm super happy about that. I love temple products.
Yeah, there's coming up. There's going to be another batch of Bruce Banner. There's going to be some Clobber Funk, some Hashmiri, some Diana Ross, some Harmony. There's going to be a few things, and then also from the biodynamic side, there's going to be what's coming up. There's Zuko Kush, which is a Grape Romulan crossed to LA Confidential. I think more Ron Burgundy, which is Silver Skunk to Deep Purple.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's like
well, and luckily
there's gonna be a few things coming up.
Oh, well, great! I was gonna say.
So I'm hoping that they all fall into sync throughout this month, and we can fit them all in.
And you'll be able to catch them at the recently reinstated at Temple of Calyx Instagram
Temple of Calyx.
And of course Canada Market, Canada Market, 2 N's.
You got it.
We can check that out. Get yourself some products there. Well, it's good. May as well get you here for the updates. Jeremiah's, Emerytos. Any updates, plugs, shout outs, things that while you're here? What's going on?
There's going to be news later this month. That's all I'll say.
There's a lot of news coming,
And
actually.
I need to know your travel schedule for the rest of the month.
We do
When are you back?
I already figured it out.
Okay.
We have a date planned for something big.
Well, yeah, but the other.
I'll text you about it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's the other one as well, right?
Oh, right. Oh, you're right. We do have more.
There's many
a lot
things
going
A couple
on.
things.
Yeah, but I know.
There's that other thing.
There's this and that, and then there's the other one.
But
and
you-
then
We're
there's-
not going to tell you guys any of what this is, but
But hang on, but you've got the trip, right? And then you're back from the trip. At some point, you know, last I heard.
know anymore.
It's all a mystery.
I'm all over the place.
Oh, God.
But I will
All right.
say there is a new cannabis culture
Yep.
cannabis store opening in about.
less than a week.
Whoa, I was gonna say a week,
No,
but
it's
less than.
I'm hoping it's
Less than.
I hope it's opening in less than a week.
That's gonna
it
be-
should be.
What do you want to bet? There'll be a couple opening in the month of February.
Yeah. And this one's at 3421
Yeah.
East Hastings Street. So
By-
we have 2 cannabis cultures on Hastings
Near
Street.
the-
It's out by
One
the
west,
P&E.
one east.
This is
There we go,
by
near the P&E.
Cassiar, the highway over to the North Shore, and kind of out there by Burnaby.
Across from McDonald's.
We even across from McDonald's. We even have 3 parking spots. Yeah, it's a good spot. It'll be convenient, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
It's looking really nice, and it's going to look even nicer once we get all the display set up and everything.
Jared puts his little feminine touch on it, and it's great.
Right, exactly. It's feng shuied out
Yeah.
and everything. I watch all those shows on the Home Decor Network.
You're gonna get the guys from Love It or List It to come on down, aren't you?
I love those guys.
Right?
Are those the twin guys?
No.
those are Property Brothers.
There you go.
Oh,
See,
my.
Emery knows. Princess knows.
Let's see if this rosin shatters.
I've seen them on a magazine cover.
And I think somebody else is going to be here as well, or on Skype. I got to confirm it. But yeah, going to be a busy week. Lots and lots of things to do.
I'm trying to think. I swear there's more exciting news. That's but I
More
guess.
exciting news we can't
Oh,
tell
no.
you.
Yeah, right. That we need to talk about probably before we can tell them about it. So yeah.
Well, I guess so. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Just for everyone in America and everyone else in the world, I guess, just pray. A little bit if you believe in any of that. So there's crazy shit going on.
Crazy shit
What
going
the
on
world-
in life.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's ratings.
Yeah, we need it.
That's important.
The world needs now is weed,
Love.
sweet weed, and love. Love is good too, but yeah, let's give them lots of weed.
And they need the rest of their night back. So I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to say thank you very much for Jody and Jeremiah and Aloysius for showing up tonight, as well as also Layne and Tim for joining us, and the Temple of Calyx products today. In the credits, we've got, of course, Cannabake Box on Instagram, Twitter, and .com. Temple of Calyx again. Back Instagram, Canada Market. See, that's how you spell it with 2 N's. Class in Session 666 and Original Saltwater Cowboy. The Instagram accounts for Tim and Al. Al the Alchemist, Weed Alpedia, Pot Hauler Tim on social. And of course, now that they're here, Jay from the Lake and Jody Emery across what you need to know to find these fools. And regular regularly visit expertchoice.com and me across all the social because
Plug life.
And thank you to the Pod TV sponsors because somebody's got to put this shit up there. Sublimator, MedTV, Bovita, the Karma Cup, Crop King Seeds, and of course, thank you to Glacier Gold for the dab rig. And you want to know what's on Pod TV? If you don't know by now, I'm going to tell you. You've already heard it. I'll tell you next week too. Monday, you got the 420 Lifestyle with Carly Marley and BC Bud Gal at 4 o'clock. Wednesdays from Under the Seed Desk, my good friend here, Al the Alchemist, is joined by Kush Queen, who will be in between her and Greg Williams at 4 o'clock on Wednesdays. I'll be back next Thursday at 4:20, and Jeremiah Vandermeer and Johnny B. We do Friday Cannabis Culture News at 4 o'clock on Bot TV. All on one breath, not bad. CannabisCulture.com, CannabisCultureHQ.com, CannabisCultureDispensary.com, at CannabisCulture, Pot.tv, and Pot TV Network.
Who was that Saltwater or something? Because all I can think of is taffy and caramel fudge. I'm just sitting here salivating.
My man.
Saltwater.
That's our boy Tim McBride. We got love for him, man. We appreciate that. Thank you, cats, for coming in and crashing the show. We got a parting dabs, it looks like, over here. Is that what it is?
You got a little bit of rosin.
All right, well, put that in the rosin cam.
Oh, yeah, they saw it.
It's going in the rosin cam.
Rosin cam, right on.
Yeah.
Recently
That's
reassigned
some,
rosin cam.
Yeah, it's always
Some 11-week master Kush.
How's it look? Oh yeah.
Might be a little fleck of weed in there or two.
It's hard with the glare. But looks like, yeah.
There we go.
There it is. Looks like I was smoking shit of that one before we get out of here. Of course, that was brought to you by the fine folks at the Temple of Calyx. Check them out. That's it. Homie, good? Done?
Fucking
Anything?
Toasted,
Anything?
roasted,
Anything?
ready for a nap.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a grilled cheese.
Ooh, grilled cheese. I like it.
Little grilled cheese
at
nap.
the same time.
Cheese nap.
Grilled cheese nap.
Just eating and sleeping.
Sleep on a pillow.
Well, you go to sleep with like a grilled cheese next to you. So it's like you can just like
And you just dip
kind
ketchup
of
as
wake
you sleep.
up, have a little munch, put it back down,
snuggle it, you
back
don't need
to
it.
sleep.
See what happens when we don't
Grilled
have the
cheese
food
nuts,
segment
man.
on the show? Okay, I'm out of here, y'all. We'll catch y'all next week.
On that note.
We
Hit
don't-
the music? Yes.
We
Hit
don't
the
sleep the
music.
same.